And bugged out.
Yeah.
Why?
Damn it.
Every time.
We need to redo that
Every-
or something.
I
Damn.
really need
Yeah.
to figure out why that's happening.
Why?
Hi, everybody.
Why? I can't work under these conditions anymore. My agent will call you guys.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Did he say his Asian? Did he say his Asian is going to call us?
I don't think that's what he said.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Let him go. Do you have someone in a cage?
I
Welcome.
thought about it. I'm back in.
Oh, good.
Okay.
I'm glad. Welcome, everybody, to the Board and Barrel. We play board games here.
And barrel. It's not just boards.
Yeah,
It's board and barrel.
right.
There's just the letter N.
Board and Barrel.
Stands for Nathan.
We're
Board Nathan Barrel.
Yeah. Nice to meet you. Name's Board in Barrel.
Eric with a K suggested this game for this week, and
Uh-oh. Don't blame me. Don't put that evil on me.
Uh-oh.
I didn't suggest this, but also that's not my name.
Touche.
and I think we were all pretty much instantly on board with the idea.
And barrel.
Ah,
You get it because that's the name of the show.
I got it.
I love it when they say the name of the show in the show.
Can they
That's
hear
a
us this week?
bingo.
Can anybody actually hear us?
Yeah,
Oh,
Ooh.
cool. I
That's
just realized I was
unfortunate.
like, we forgot to check that.
I
Usually
actually
it's-
did check it this week ahead of time.
Usually it takes us a good couple of minutes before we realize we're talking into
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
Right?
I-
Walking into the void.
I actually made sure that button was on this time since it keeps turning itself off.
It's unfortunate because people are like, we can't hear Eric. Also, I guess the other guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty rude, honestly, if you
I'm
ask
sitting
me.
here flapping my mouth for a long time, and then Eric like makes a move, and they're like, "Oh, we didn't hear Eric's chair squeak. I think he might be."
You guys
the
have
one
missed
we really don't want to listen to.
so many good bits by me and Eric. Other Eric. Wait,
Strange
this
Charm
way?
Park says it's just who we can see the mouth flaps for. Oh, it's your beard. It's
Fine,
it's
this way.
disguising the
It's
mouth
Eric.
movements.
Okay. Okay. Good excuse.
Wanderer Riha says it looks like I'm going fishing. What?
Gone fishing.
That's right. We are playing Sega Fishmasters today.
Master
Yeah.
Pro.
This looks like a fishing jacket?
Where's your tackle?
What you fishing with?
Is the hat iridescent? Okay. Chat,
Yeah, the hat.
I have to ask you
and
guys
It's not.
a very
blurring
important
out.
question. Have you not seen the Back to the Future trilogy?
They made a movie out of those
they're probably
cartoons.
too young. Yeah.
Back to the Future? That just sounds confusing.
Only
That's
seen the
all you need. That's all
first
you need.
one.
Strange Charm Park.
Well, not to understand this costume, but yes.
No, I think that's if it doesn't make total sense to you, then you just didn't get it.
I don't think his hat was translucent. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Then obviously you don't know the fucking movie. Sit down, know your place.
Right.
It's only translucent if I turn in just the right way.
In the Blu-ray extras, you could they enhanced it because the original vision for Robert Zemeckis was
So, we're gonna play a game
I
called...
also wanted to wear a silly hat, but he wouldn't let me because he's like, "No, I'm Marty McFly."
I didn't say that.
He got
I'm
real
the only
angry.
one that can wear silly hats on this show.
I didn't
Yeah, he
even
got
say that I
real,
had to
real
play
angry.
Marty because Jennifer was still unclaimed when I got up to go get the costume. You could have taken Marty.
He said, "Who?" Eric was like, "Who should play Marty?" And I was like, "I don't mind." And you're like, "The costume. I shall be Marty."
Eric told me to go get the costume.
He just told you that he didn't.
Anyway,
Oh, now I understand. Okay.
I'm gonna take us over to the game board
What?
so we can look at
Oh,
this.
our cannon backfired.
Did you unlock it?
No, but I tried to shoot a brick out of it, and the cannon went, and the brick didn't move.
Because it was unlocked.
All right,
Oh,
we're
the-
playing Back to the Future.
I love the background you found. It.
There's a power.
Yeah, this is great.
of love.
Look at the DeLorean
retro
with the
wave.
wrong. Well, it's got the wrong license plate, but that's okay. It's still.
It's a different DeLorean.
It's a different DeLorean. Different DeLorean time
Wait a minute,
machine.
that's my license plate number. What the?
Dun, 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 dun.
Why is that there?
I will point out that one thing, and this doesn't have anything to do with this game, but if you're watching the movie, the score for Back to the Future sounds very similar to the score they used in Howard the Duck. There's a lot of there's a couple of those little melodies that are repeated in Howard the Duck. It always throws me off because while I'm
And
watching
Citizen
Howard-
Kane, oddly enough.
Yeah. Well, that's Citizen Kane was loosely based off of Back to the Future, if I remember
Mhm.
correctly, from film
Yeah.
class. So this is Back to the Future.
Yeah. I'm
in this
excited to play
game-
this.
Let's talk about the game a little bit.
Yeah.
For some reason, I'm game master today. I don't normally do that, but I did. So here we go.
I am the gatekeeper.
This game, we are in 1955, and this game takes place entirely in that time period. We will be playing as Marty, Doc, Einstein the dog, and Marty's girlfriend, Jennifer Parker. And we have to travel around Hill Valley, get George and Lorraine, who are Marty's parents, to fall in love. And we have to avoid the nasty Biff Tannen, who wants to come over and punch us. And give
And
us
we also
noogies. He's gonna give me a noogie.
We also have to sidestep the racist Jim Crow era of the day and not mention it.
Yeah. If we don't elect Mayor Goldie, Hill Valley is forced into another 50 years of white suppression.
He doesn't get elected for like another 30
Shit.
years.
Shit. We
Or
are
20 years.
We gotta.
We've
plan-
already messed it up. We've already.
Let's go back. We have to go back
We have to
earlier.
go back. Great Scott. Yeah. So in this game, we all start here in the town square. You can see our little faces here. In the actual physical board game, there are printed 3D pieces.
They had pictures of them in the rule book.
There you go.
Oh,
That's
they have
what the
3D
actual
minis?
game-
Nice.
Yeah. That's the actual. This is just the scanned.
Right. This is what they
tabletop
did for
version.
this, yeah.
The DeLorean looks a lot cooler in the physical version. They said it's basically looks like a Hot Wheels car, but it doesn't roll
Nice.
in the actual physical version. In the physical
I was
version,
I was
and
about
in this
to ask
version-
why it doesn't roll, but then I thought about it for
You-
a second.
Yeah. Think about that one a little bit more. And what's really cool, if you buy the physical version, you get a free dice tower. The clock tower is actually a dice tower. You can drop
Ooh,
your
yeah,
dice
that's
in it,
Pretty.
and you can take it to any game you want after this.
It's not a very good dice tower because it only has one slant.
Yeah.
Correct. But if you don't have any dice towers,
I
You
wonder,
can modify this pretty easy.
Does-
Put another little piece there.
does the real dice tower look just like this?
yes, it's
Okay.
just
So it is a
a
very
piece of cardboard.
it is a
It's-
very
it's
basic
popping-
dice tower.
Yeah, it's cardboard that you pop out from your little sleeve, and then you assemble it into slot A into tab B.
It doesn't roll because it's made of Libyan plutonium.
Yes.
The Libyans, Marty!
Yeah, so we have to travel around, do all that. Those are our end goals. Now, how do we accomplish this? Well, we're going to randomly assign a first player and then take turns. And each turn, we will have to resolve our turn tracker. So whoever's going first will draw if you want to move over here, Kyle, we can draw a trouble card. There's only one trouble that can be activated at a time. So we don't have to worry about those building up on us. But trouble does prevent you from doing things. So let's draw our first one just to see what that will be. We have Gang Eggs George's House. That's not good.
How fucking dare them?
So our trouble goes here on George's house. and that's where the location says. So you move the trouble card to that location. It's a challenge for a 1-star challenge, so you have to fight. That's a fight challenge. So you have to fight Biff when you get here to clear the trouble. And if you do clear the trouble, you get to draw 1 P. Now, what is a P? A P is a power tile. Now, power tiles are basically how we build our strategy. This is the game part of the game. So you can see on each of our player cards, we have our starting set. Every character has a little bit different little skill sets.
Oh, this
I got
is
two
like
fucking-
how many dice you roll and stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're-
You're building a little dice engine as you go through the game. And your power
Can I-
tiles are going to add, like say we drew another power tile. Let's throw this down here. So on this power tile, any hearts you roll actually turn into lightning bolts. Now what the lightning bolt is a wild card. So you can actually have the lightning represents anything you want it to represent.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
And you notice on each one it says you can roll or move. So each tile, you don't have to roll dice or do challenges. You can actually use each of these and expend them for movement.
Okay.
Each time on your turn, you have an option to. Every time you use one, you'll flip it. That means it's expired.
Cool.
You can roll as many as you want for any challenge. Now, if you're rolling, let's grab some dice here. You can re-roll your dice as many times as you want until you get exactly the roll you wanted. Isn't that great?
I do that already.
What?
So we did this, but you know what? I'm gonna try it again. Say I roll again. Oh, we got Biff heads over here. We got all Biffs.
All Biffs.
That's a
It's
bad
all
roll.
Go
Biffs.
Bibbs.
All
This
oops,
is
all
foreshadowing
Biffs.
for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Just calling it.
Expect
Yeah.
this roll from me from now on
Yeah,
every time.
this is a typical Eric roll. Listen, all you have to do is roll a 3 to survive the first level of Die Hard.
So here's the catch when you're re-rolling. You can re-roll as many times as you want unless you get Biff. Biff dice are locked. You cannot re-roll. You cannot do anything with those unless you have maybe a power tile that says you can re-roll Biff cards. Now what happens is these Biffs are locked, so I can't re-roll any of them. Now
What
I
if
could
you
have
had
got
this?
if I had 2 speed. Yeah, let's break it down here. So 2 speed, I could re-roll this one, but the rest are all locked. Now, if I had 2 speed, you can see I can move the DeLorean. So if I was in a space, I'm jumping all over. What?
Where?
No, that's cool.
What?
This is cool.
Let's sit here. So the dice are, the Biff rolls are locked, so you can't re-roll those. And then what would happen then is I rolled 6 Biffs, so the Biff Tannen character would then have 6 activations. He would get 6 turns because I did that.
That's really bad.
At any point in this game, I should never do that again. That would probably make us lose the game at some point.
So is Biff just like an AI controlled dude running around the
Yes.
board?
Yeah, Biff's an AI character. So Biff, George, and Lorraine all act on their own.
Okay.
And
So
our
you kinda
goal,
understand the dice.
our goal is to make
Let-
George and Lorraine fall in love, and then get back to 1985,
Yeah.
right?
So let's break down the
Well-
dice a little bit more here. So
Hold on,
we
real
have
quick. So like during my turn, I roll this. Say I roll this.
yeah.
Does Biff immediately get those actions, or is it the end of my turn?
And yeah, hang on to those. Those will be end of your turn Biffs. Biff basically gets put to the side. You'll wait for him.
Okay, so then I
Then
have
this
this
is the
guy
only thing.
left, and
So
say
you
I
have 2
didn't want to. So I could just use this and say, hey, I didn't get a Biff here, or I could say, hey, fuck it, I want to re-roll, and I can just re-roll until I get this guy a Biff, right? Okay, cool.
Exactly. So you can re-roll to try and get better results, but obviously every time you roll, because if you look at the sides, there are, I believe, 2 Biffs, 2 Wilds, and 2 results of that color die. So there is a 30% chance of biffing every time.
Ooh, you Biff it.
Okay.
Let's put this back there.
So it seems to me the goal of this is we got to move the DeLorean to Doc's house. We have to gather the 3 items,
correct.
and then move the DeLorean to its final space, and then prepare it to launch.
Yes, by the end of the turn tracker. So at the turn tracker, we're going to be playing through this, moving the turn tracker up between each of our turns until it gets to all the way to the end here at November 12th, 1955 at exactly 10:04,
Ooh.
when lightning is going to strike the clock tower, and we
Gotcha.
need to use that to get the DeLorean back to 1985.
Because in 1955, it's the only way to generate 1.21 gigawatts.
1.21 gigawatts.
So, how do you move the DeLorean? How do you even do that? So, what you would have to do is we're gonna have to travel around Hill Valley and collect these 3 parts that we need. We need the DeLorean cable, we need the hook to get the lightning on top, and we need the gas to actually run the car. So you'll have to travel to each of those locations and complete the challenge on the cards, which are 2 science rolls. Here, the hook has 3 science rolls.
Ooh.
And if you'll notice, you can only roll 2 of each color. So to get that hook, you're going to have to roll at least 2 science dice and then a die of another color and get a wild in order to complete that challenge.
Ooh, gotcha.
Yeah.
So,
But it's also like if you got a power card like the last one we had where hearts were wild, so then so I would roll my hearts and my science and hope that I get 2 science and a heart. Yeah.
And what another neat thing that you can do is while it's on your turn, and you are in the space of another one of the players, those players can expire their own tiles to help you and add their dice to the roll. Now, you're still limited to the 2 of each color because that's how many dice there are. So, but if you had 2 science and you're on the same space as Dustin and he wants to throw in his, and he has hearts or wild, he can roll his hearts and hopefully add to your result. But the trick for Dustin is he still expends those tiles. So he's now down a tile when it does get to his turn.
Gotcha.
So you can help people if you're in the same space.
As long as you're in the same space,
Okay.
you can team up on the rolls, which will be valuable for us later on. Now, there are also 3 opportunity cards scattered around the board right now. At any time, there are 3 opportunities for progress on the board. As soon as you complete one of these challenges, we'll just redraw a new challenge and put it wherever it tells us to go. The challenges on the board right now that I drew before we started today, we have the manure truck at the clock tower. For a science and a fight check, you can draw 1 power card, then you move Biff to the clock tower, knock him down, and add 1 knockdown token. So what does that mean? Well, if you knock over Biff, when you fight Biff, if you're in a square with Biff, you can roll your fight dice, and you can try and knock him out. You punch him right square in the jaw.
Yeah.
Nice.
And if
Get
you
your damn
successfully-
hands off of her.
You successfully hit him once, he falls over. Now he's down. Now, if you hit him twice or 3 times in the same fight, he's actually down, and then he gets a knockdown token on top of him as well. And what that means is basically, then when we're resolving those 6 Biff dice, let's say Dustin and Eric just fucking wailed on him and knocked him out pretty good.
Hell yeah.
So he has maximum of 3 knockdown tokens. So he has 6. So say he has 6 moves now. 1 is a knockdown token. 2, 3. The next 4 to stand up, and then it would actually take a 5th for him to start moving again. So that's
Okay.
the benefit. That's how we want to handle Biff. We want
Gotcha.
We
You're
want
locking
him to
stuff
be
up.
knocked out all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah. And
We-
so
Let's
when
kick
Biff
the shit
does
out of
move-
that teenage boy.
when Biff does move,
Old.
Biff. So anytime Biff activates, Biff will automatically move to as whoever's closer, George or Lorraine. He will move towards them, and if it's between the 2 squares, he moves towards Lorraine because, obviously.
Because
He's
Now,
a great
how,
touch.
how does he
Yeah.
move? Between each of our turns, we'll be drawing a movement card on the turn tracker, and you can see here as I drop it in the town square. This first move card says move George clockwise 2 spaces. Now, Biff, George, and Lorraine can never enter the town square in the middle.
Okay.
We can freely move through this anytime we want. Now, they move counterclockwise or clockwise based on the cards. So George moves twice clockwise, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
So
would
he
go
moves
to
over
Lorraine.
here to this, and then how many Biffs? We got 2 Biffs on there. So Biff
Yeah,
would then
2
move,
bits.
and then Biff would want to go here and here in that scenario.
Okay.
So Biff goes counterclockwise always.
He goes.
Biff goes to whichever way is the least
Closest.
least number of moves to get to George or Lorraine. Since they're in the
so
same
he-
square, he would move he would.
Oh,
move
so he's just
Pop
trying to
turn.
get one of them. Okay, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Now the bad thing is if Biff is in one of these squares, and then activates, our love meter up here will go down by 1 for every time he activates.
Oh, and every time we get past
Oh.
a certain threshold, we flip a child.
Not exactly. What will happen is Biff can lower the thing, and if we get into the negative zone here, we can never go minus -4. You don't lose if you go lower than that. That's the max meter. You just bottom it out, kind of like when we get nerfed.
Okay. Okay.
But unfortunately, if you look at the turn tracker, you can see a couple little images on here for the picture, the photo of the family.
Yeah.
And what that does is that's a love check. You got to check that meter. So our love meter is in negative. This is double zone. So if we do a love check while we're in negative, 2 of our tiles will flip over and we'll lose a whole kid.
Oh shit.
So we need to keep this raised up because if we're in the light pink 1 through 12, only 1 tile will flip over. So we only lose half a kid. Now, if we can get it high enough to be in the love zone, then we actually, when we check, we will not flip a tile. George and Lorraine are in love. The timeline is intact. We are fine. We can go up. Again, you max it out. It just stays here. But anytime Biff comes back in and starts dragging it down, you can lose the love meter again. At the end of the game, one of the qualifying conditions was we have to be in the love zone by the time the turn tracker hits there. How do you raise that? Good question, Kyle.
It's the power of love.
Ask that.
How you raise that is you have to get George and Lorraine on the same square. Now, they move randomly, so how the fuck are we going to do that?
Yeah. That sounds impossible, Eric.
The way that would happen is, so Marty here is moving around the board, and he can expend and move up to 3 spaces instead of rolling on anything. So he's, say Marty's chilling over at Doc Brown's house watching 1950s cartoons, little
Cool.
howdy doody, you know. And he decides to head to Lorraine's house. So he moves up to 3. We move 1. Oh, hey, George, come with me. Marty can take George along with him.
Does that cost an action?
Nope. Anytime you move in a square with George and Lorraine, you are free to, that you like put your arm around them and say, hey, George, come with me. You're distracting him.
Okay.
So you're leading him over here, and you can drag him with you anywhere you want. But you can only take 1 at a time.
Okay.
But
So we
also,
couldn't
like,
be in
we
the-
have special things.
Yeah, you do have special moves. We'll get into that in a second. So once you're on the same, you get them on the same square, then you perform your love check. That's so you can influence the love by rolling the pink dice.
And if you
then
get a
it's
heart,
straight up, yeah. So I got 2 hearts and a wild. So we just raised that love meter 3 points.
nice.
Boom.
Be there.
There's the power
How did we
of
get 3
love.
points?
Huh?
We rolled
How
the
did we get
dice.
3 hearts?
We got 2 hearts
Oh.
and a wild.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
the
rolled
6 on the
dice.
love dice is a
Okay.
double heart. So.
Gotcha.
And then I could have rolled more and tried to raise it even more, but I didn't. So that's how you do that.
Cool.
Now, we also have our special abilities. Every character has a different one. Jennifer Parker, once per turn, Jennifer may move Marty, Doc, or Einstein up to 2 spaces towards her. So you can pull people in if they're in a bad spot on your turn. Marty,
Okay.
once per turn, may move Lorraine up to 2 spaces towards him. So Lorraine is naturally gravitating towards Marty. Doc
Gross.
Brown, once per
Super
turn,
gross.
may move to the DeLorean for free. So Doc can teleport to the DeLorean anytime for free on his turn.
Whatever space
So he
it's
moves
at.
up there for free. And Einstein, bark, once per turn. If Biff is within 1 space of Einstein, you may move Biff up to 2 spaces. So Einstein can repel Biff. So let's say Doc goes ahead and teleports up here, because the other condition is we got to get the DeLorean ready. If just because George and Lorraine are in love doesn't mean we're ever going to get back to our actual timeline. So how do you get the DeLorean ready? Well, you go to the DeLorean. That's when you're going to roll those yellow dice for the speed check. And you're going to try and move that DeLorean forward. I got a Biff and 2, but let's say, well, yeah, that works. So we'll do the Biff later, but I moved 2. So the DeLorean actually would move down 1. move down 2, and now it's in another square. So I can't do a second check on the DeLorean because it's not with me.
I'd have to move.
Oh, but if you
So you
only
have to
moved it
move.
1, you're still in the space. You could roll it again?
I could roll it again. You can roll it. You just have to be in the same zone as the DeLorean to move it.
And
Now, there's a catch. So we got to move the DeLorean pretty far, but once it gets to Doc's house, we can't go until Doc finishes prepping it, which means we need the gas, the cable, and the hook before we can keep going down the street.
Oh,
And we only
okay.
have to have the DeLorean on one of these 3 white spaces to complete the game.
Okay.
Does it get pushed back by stuff then? Is that why there's extra?
Possibly.
Okay.
Possibly trouble cards are doing something, or there might be movement cards.
Yeah.
I haven't dug through everything yet. That is the basic checks of the game. We can move through the town square anytime we want, so we can cut across, but we can't escort them into the town square. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so if we're pulling George or Lorraine with us, we have to go clockwise because they can't go through the town square.
Correct.
Clockwise or counterclockwise.
Now let's go over the power tiles one more time. So there are extra slots. We each start with 5. You can have up to 8. There is items that you can get that will give you extra benefits. These items go off to the side. They don't take up power tiles. You can see them over here in the top corner. Now that you get these through completing different of the opportunity challenges. For instance, what's a good one? They do different things. They basically give you extra powers and stuff.
Okay.
You can have as many of these, but the backpack is the one I wanted to show. Backpack says you may hold up to 2 extra power tiles. So that actually would... You get to add 2 extra.
Okay.
Yeah, those are permanent, and then you flip them and expire them on your turn like you would a power tile.
Okay, cool.
So how do you get these again?
Completing opportunities.
Yeah, so
These
like if you look
things.
at Doc's house, the view video footage, if you do a heart check, you can draw 1 power token, and then you also gain the video recorder.
Oh, you get specific items. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why they're not in a pile.
I
That's
see.
why
I
they're
see.
stacked
I
out
see.
there.
I see.
Because you're gonna be collecting those specifically.
Gotcha. And new events are going to be coming out after we complete these.
Yes, you'll always have
Okay.
3 opportunities, and you can have up to 1 trouble card on the board.
Will they be in the same spot?
No.
Is the
So
other
every
one?
time you draw a new opportunity, like let's see, what's this one that I just drew? North Shops. So this one would go. Up
Oh,
here
it's got
instead.
its own little. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Cool. Let's play.
Oh, yeah, I'm
where
good.
did that trouble card go? Did we put that back?
We put it back.
Yeah.
You shuffled
we
it
put
back.
that
Okay,
back.
that's fine. That's fine. We can draw another one. Yeah. Oh, so you can have up to 8. If you draw past 8 on your turn, at the end of your turn, you will discard back down to 8. But you can discard any one you want. So you can eventually get rid of your starters
8.
and
Oh,
have a bunch
powers.
of
Gotcha. Right.
stacks.
Mm.
Yeah. So we need to figure out who's going first.
What's
who
on
was
second?
the last person to time travel?
Well,
No, I'm just kidding. Dustin watched
It's-
the movie yesterday.
I did.
Maybe
I
he should-
haven't time traveled yet, but I've also changed
Laura
the
Stahl is
past.
watching. She bought me this hat.
That's awesome.
Sorry.
Oh, let me reset the love meter.
That's awesome.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah, Kyle needs to stop cheating. I agree.
agreed.
I can see the game
So who
board
wants to go
through the
first?
bill of my hat.
Who's going first?
Why don't you
Who's
go
going
first?
go
You know
first.
what's going on.
Yeah, Eric, I'm gonna make you.
All right. Einstein the
Yes,
dog's going first. Okay. So on my turn, we got to resolve the turn tracker. I have to draw a trouble card.
I thought you said that was after your turn.
No,
You
no.
did
This is
that.
the first part of your turn.
Oh,
Start of your turn, you're doing this. This is what's going to basically change everything for you and make you have to figure out what you're doing. on your turn.
Before we start, I want to explain for any of our new viewers the buff and nerf meter over on the left-hand side of our screen.
The Biff and Nerf
The
meter,
Biff and
as
Nerf
Chad
meter.
has started
Nice.
calling it.
Nice.
It's up there.
Uh,
Right up here.
Meal the Tavern Bot is going over the specifics of pastry points and how you use them to influence that buff and nerf meter. I'm going to start a 20-minute timer right
Yeah,
now.
our Biff and Nerf.
And at the end of that 20 minutes, we're going to check and see where those mugs are at on that meter and roll for house rules that will either help us or hurt us. The higher up those mugs are, the better it's going to be for us. The lower they are, the worse it's going to be. So,
yeah.
Ah, got him.
Please
Kyle's
buff
head
us.
is empty.
This is co-op, so buff us.
Oh, I
Unless
don't
you
hear
hate
it.
us, then you can nerf us. I guess that's cool.
I'm not hearing it anymore.
I didn't hear it either.
Kyle's an airhead.
All right, so on my turn, I will have to. Let's see. The turn tracker says trouble level 1 and a movement. Drawing a trouble card.
Oh, I think that's because.
Doc Brown's house. Gang
Oh
smashes
no,
Doc's
the
mailbox.
mailbox.
Gang smashes Doc's mailbox at Doc Brown's house. Effect: each DeLorean part tile requires 1 extra flux capacitor.
Oh no!
Fudge.
Yeah. So until we
gotta clear
resolve
that.
this, until we resolve that, we have to do extra checks on each
That's
part.
bad.
It's real
That
bad,
is
guys.
bad. Okay, a movement card needs to be drawn. Did I not shuffle it? That's the one we used an example.
Shuffle that shit.
I'll just draw the next one. Move Lorraine counterclockwise 2 spaces. Move George clockwise 1 space. So
So they're gonna pass each
Lorraine
other.
Goes boop boop. She goes to George's house, and George
Isn't home.
goes to Lou's Cafe.
He's hungry.
We'll
It's
put her
like
over
she
there.
came there to. She went over to his house to confess her love, and he wasn't home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
that's
out
too
getting a
bad.
burger.
All right, and I'm in the town square. Now, what do I want to do? Oh, this is an orthogonal movement board, just so everybody knows.
Okay.
And we can
Gotcha.
move it. So when we move, we
figured.
can move any direction. We can repeat squares in the same move. We can just waste our turn jumping back and forth for no reason.
Right.
I think I should go to Doc Brown's house.
I think that's a good plan. That's an important thing to take care of.
Clear that trouble.
Trouble, trouble, trouble.
Wait, so you
Let's
had to
see,
spend
so
one of
what
your
did I use?
powers to
I used-
move, right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna spend a speed token to move because I don't need any speed right now.
Got it.
And I'm gonna go ahead and I have 1 flux dice I can roll,
Ooh.
and I only need 1 flux to get rid of that challenge, so I'm gonna do it.
Somehow he's gonna get 8 biffs on this.
Yeah, here comes the bips. Oh, there's already dice in there. I'm just gonna roll this. That's fine.
You
I
got
a
one.
flux!
You got a
Nice.
flux, Eric.
That's all you needed.
You didn't
Hey,
suck.
Something's
The-
broken.
4 sides of that dice are wins for me, so that's all that matters. I had good odds. Okay, so this goes away. We did trouble 1.
Wait,
so
don't you get something for that?
I do. I get a power tile for that. So I draw 1 power tile, and then it's down. You put it face down, it'll come back. You get to use it on your next turn. once
Okay,
earn
so
them.
you don't get to use the power of the turn you pick it up.
No. Which is funny because one of the rules I watched, they totally were doing that, and it definitely changes the entire way the game plays.
Oh, I bet.
Because they would basically earn 1 on their last possible move and then keep moving.
Right.
So what else do I want to do? I think I'm going to go ahead and roll. Oh, I already used that. I'm going to use my heart die, and I'm going to try and get the video footage since I'm here.
Oh yeah, good call.
The power of
What'd I get?
A biff!
Oh!
You
I
biffed
biffed
it.
it. I biffed it. Okay, so Biff is gonna move. So let's see, he wants to go to Lorraine, so he's gonna move 1 over since he's activated.
Yeah.
And he's gonna go into the school parking lot. He's
Okay.
waiting to fight me out there, I think. Alright, so I flipped that. I still have 2 dice left. I can either use one of these and try and get a wild to attempt that heart roll, or I could move. What do you guys think? What's a good thing right now that we should do?
No idea.
I'm gonna spend my speed and try and get a wild, just to see what happens.
Oh right. That's a thing you can do.
I biffed
Hey,
it.
You biffed it again.
Biff
Stop
moves
doing
over
that.
Stop
here.
biffing.
Wow, this is great. So Biff is so let's see. Biff is now within 1 tile of me. I'm gonna bark at Biff and scare him away 2 spaces.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, there you go. You put him back at the clock tower.
He goes back to the clock tower. He's running away because there's a dog barking
Nice.
at him. All right, I got 1 left. I think I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna stop biffing my rolls, and I'm gonna move here and I'm gonna take Lorraine and move her.
She's
to
like,
George.
oh, cute doggy.
Yeah. Ruff, ruff. Come on, Lorraine. Let's go. And that actually makes it the end of my turn. So I need to flip
Don't
my
date
tiles
Biff
back over.
Tannen. Date
Oh,
this weird
cool.
sex offender.
What'd you get? One wild is
I
two
got-
wilds.
Yeah, I got a wild equals 2 wilds.
That's cool.
What'd you just say, Eric?
I said, don't date Biff Tannen. Date this weird sex offender. He opens the movie hiding in a tree watching her change. He is not a good person.
It's true.
Touche.
All right.
So now which way are we moving down?
It's your
Is
turn.
it Doc or Jennifer?
It's Doc.
Oh, it's Dustin's turn.
It's going
Doc's
right
up.
to
Do we
left across
Move the
bottom.
turn order.
Oh
We
yeah,
gotta-
so Dustin moves the turn tracker up 1, and now he's
We get a
gonna-
movement.
He's got to resolve a movement card.
Move
Wait, this one?
George clockwise 3 spaces.
And Biff gets activated 1. Oh
So-
no, Biff's gonna
2.
go beat up
3.
George.
And then Biff
It-
moves 1, so he moves into that space. But he doesn't fight him yet. So if
But if
Biff
he
is
gets
going to
activated
fight
again, he
him-
will.
yeah, if Biff gets 1, he's gonna fight.
So when George and Lorraine were together,
Bye,
we had
Laura.
to do.
We would have
We
had
had
to
to-
roll an extra check, but I didn't have enough to.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
only had enough to move them.
Right.
All right, here's
If I wasn't focused on that video, I probably could have moved and tried to roll for them.
Yeah.
okay. So I'm gonna flip my heart die to move 3 spaces. I'm gonna go 1, 2. Come with me, George.
Nice.
3,
Nice.
and then I am going to attempt to get the
The gas?
All right. So which 2
Roll
dice are you
2
gonna roll?
greens. Oh, should I roll more just in case?
We can't roll. You don't have.
No,
2
I meant
fluxes.
one of these.
Oh, you're Doc.
Have
Sorry,
wilds?
I was looking at Marty's tiles. You could roll a fight dice to get a possible wild. That would help you in case you missed on the flux dice. But
Yeah, 'cause I'm-
But
Oh.
it also increases your
Biff is
odds of
hanging out.
biffing.
You're right. You're right. After I roll, can I expend and roll again for the attempt if I
Yeah.
want to? Okay. All right. We'll just do this. We'll do the 2. We'll see how it goes.
you got good odds.
Hey, you got
Oh, you
2
totally
and a
nailed it.
wild.
Oh yeah, I did.
So why does he get to roll the? Because he spent the
He's-
2 science.
Yeah, he's got 2 science dice
Okay.
available, so he can spend. He spent them both.
So
You're a good love maker.
Yeah, I have the power of love.
and I can fight.
Burn place at Doc Brown's house. Okay, so I got the gas.
So yeah, the gas goes immediately to Doc's.
That's
so we're
good.
there. And then if you wanted to, Dustin, since you're kind of good there, you could either drag George away, or you could probably teleport and try and do a speed roll.
Right, that's what I was thinking. So
Oops.
since I have this, is there anything else I can do that use
the
this
wild?
wild for right now during this?
Not on that tile.
Okay.
Not where
So,
you are, but you could
what-
totally teleport and then roll the speed and the fight die.
What about the heart? Like, what if I would have rolled a heart? What does that do? Like, can I increase
It wouldn't have done
this, or
anything
does
on that
No, no, no.
space.
do on that? Okay.
No, they have to be together. The heart would just go away. So if you didn't get the wild, if you got a wild on a other die, it counts for you. But if you get the heart, it doesn't do anything for your check.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
cool. All right.
They're just wasted.
my thinking, Dustin, would be to use your fight die to move George further away from Biff. Maybe drop him off at Lorraine again,
Yeah.
and then teleport and do
roll.
the speed roll. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Okay. So I'm gonna. Why isn't that flipping?
Is it locked? I don't know why.
Yeah.
Oh,
Huh.
I don't-
did-
I got-
Disconnected
okay.
from server lobby.
Ah! You guys all froze on my Discord.
Are we good to come back? Maybe.
Yeah. It says connecting on Kyle and Dustin, and Eric dropped.
I dropped.
Uh,
Steve
Eric dropped
PvP session failed with Dustin.
Yeah,
There it
Eric
is.
would like dropped on Steam. He's back now though.
Yeah, I think I had a hiccup. My Discord froze out. Oh, I got disconnected from my own game. Shit.
That's a bad thing.
It should
Hopefully it
autosave, right?
auto-saved, yeah.
Yeah, it does autosave. I don't
Well,
know
the
if it autosaved, but
it does on turns, but we aren't using the turn order thing.
We are
We
using
were.
turns.
Oh,
I
So
gotta
we'll
create
just
one.
have to redo Dustin's turn then.
Yeah. Okay, come back.
I'm coming. Jesus.
join in.
Jesus.
Where the hell did you guys go? We got some timey-wimey things going on. You guys blipped into the future for a minute.
Hey, we're back.
Oh, we're good. We're good. Okay, so
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it saved everything exactly where it was. Perfect.
Yeah, we're good. So,
mod me again, Eric.
oh yeah. Promoted.
Promoted.
All right. So we were trying to decide. Yeah, I don't know. It would be. I could see benefit of moving you away from Biff.
For sure. I think I'm gonna go 1, 2.
You don't have to go 3. You can just go up to 3.
Leave that there, because don't we roll a love thing
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Can
the
do.
at
We-
the end of the turn?
no.
Or-
Oh,
No,
do
no.
we?
You have to spend a dice to do it.
Yeah, we have to spend a love dice in the space with
so
the two of them.
they've got to be together, and then I got to roll love dice and then spend hearts.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't have any hearts. You only have speed, so you could roll a speed and try and get wild, or you could teleport
Or
to the DeLorean.
I would say
I would
move to the
Yeah.
DeLorean.
So I'm gonna use my Great Scott teleport,
Scott.
and then I'm gonna roll me.
Wild, that counts. Unless you want to roll it again to try to get double, but
That one counts.
I'll use it.
oh wait. In order to roll again,
Done.
do you have to spend another power?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No. Not reroll. Not for rerolls.
Not for rerolls.
If that's what
Okay.
you're asking.
Okay.
I can't-
Rerolls, you can just go until you get biffs. So,
I don't feel like biffing it.
Kyle's up.
Cool.
Conk,
Alright,
we all
flip
that
the tiles back
that
over,
command
Dustin.
doesn't work for board and barrel.
I'm gonna
That's-
get some more coffee.
That's
Right.
checking what song Pod 153 would be playing right now if it were playing music. Okay. So I'm at town hall. I could. What's going on with this manure truck? I think I want to do that.
Teleport Biff to the town square and knock him out.
Yeah.
Do it. That'd help us.
Do it. See if I care.
Wait, he goes to town square?
I mean, the
Yeah.
clock tower.
I was gonna say.
tower.
I didn't think he could go to town
He
square.
can't. He can't.
Okay, so 1 to move there. I gotta spend a thing. I'm gonna spend. That one.
Beautiful.
And then I'm gonna spend a science and a fight. Or courage. Whatever it's called. Courage and knowledge dice.
I call it the flux dice.
I got a biff!
Shit. All right, so that goes off to the side. You do him at the end, because you could
Oh,
get more biffs.
right.
You can stack more biffs.
More biffs. More biffs.
So do you want to roll another fight? You want to roll your other fight?
That's kind of what I'm thinking. If I roll another fight and get it, then I knock him out, and then he spends his activation getting back up.
Well, yeah, but you add a knockdown token too, so he wouldn't actually get back up.
Cool. So I'm gonna try it. That didn't.
That's
count.
that's
That was
not
not
a
a
roll.
roll.
That was not a roll. That's not even moving.
There, I got it.
That was funny. Biff.
Just
Yeah.
like set
on
it
Biff.
down.
Just like Frodo dropping the ring
I'm like,
of power.
is Kyle
Just
working
clunk.
for Biff? Is that what's happening?
So
All right, so you got it.
I draw a power and put that on my thing face down. Move
yeah,
Biff to the clock tower and knock him over, and
he
then
gets-
add a knockdown token. Nice.
It doesn't. You're not going to stack it on top.
There it is.
There you
No, I
go,
did
you
it
knocked
earlier
him
and it
over.
knocked him over.
Okay, So what happens to
All
this
right.
card?
You
It goes away.
It goes away. Nice. That took
Opportunity.
basically my whole turn. Which is unfortunate.
Is it-
I was
well,
hoping
but it was good.
it was. I was
Oh, because
hoping
you can't get.
I was hoping I could get over to Lou's Cafe to roll that heart die, but I
No, so
can't
you can
now.
either you can use it to move or you can just not use it.
Could I? Theoretically, I don't know if I want to do this because of the risk of biffing, but theoretically, could I use it to try and roll a wild and kick Biff while he's down?
No, I was hoping you could, but you can't fight Biff unless he's standing. So you
Oh,
can't
okay.
add more knockdown tokens to him
Okay, okay,
unless a card lets you. But
okay.
you can't. I know. I was like, can we just keep running by
Just like,
and just
Yeah.
kicking him?
Marty, you just stay in the corner, kick that child.
Because I was gonna say a strategy would be to just gang up on it. We all four go in there and just start
Just wail on Biff.
blanket party style.
He has 27 knockdown tokens. All right, we'll take 3 turns.
I will spend that power then to move over here and wait.
Nice. Perfect.
And then Biff unknockdowns
Ooh.
and gets up.
Yeah,
On
good
your
one.
turn.
You
yeah.
get a mystery. You can roll any die
Ooh,
when you roll that
nice.
one.
That's a nice power.
It's a my
Oh, hey, wait, did I
turn.
forget to do a thing before I started that?
Yeah, movement card.
You didn't do the movement?
I didn't do that
Yeah, we didn't do
first.
the movement.
That might have changed. how
That
you
might
roll,
have
but-
changed
Draw
the
a
entire
movement.
turn.
Shit.
Move George
Well-
counterclockwise 1 space. No, it wouldn't have changed anything. Oh, but Biff
Where'd he
would have been
go?
activated twice.
Well, that's fine. Biff was here. He moves twice.
And then he
Then
gets,
you would've
then I
done your
did the clock
thing
tower
and-
thing. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
He's still knocked down, right? He just doesn't have the knockdown token.
No,
Yeah. Oh yeah, he had a die. He had die. Yeah, so you removed the 1 knockdown token.
Okay,
He's still knocked down.
Okay.
cool.
Now we go back to Eric.
Now it's my turn, and there's trouble afoot. Let's
So
see
you're
what
trying
kind
to
of trouble. Oh no, eggs.
Oh, man.
What does that do?
Move George to George's
Move
house
George to George's house. George cannot be escorted or moved by a movement card.
until we clear this.
Alright.
And we got
That's on top of
movement
him.
card. Hey, move George counterclockwise. We cannot do that. And then Biff
Biff
gets
goes
2
twice.
activates.
So he's
So
up
flip.
and then he moves 1.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the way.
Now
This is
it's
the
my
way.
turn.
This is the way.
This is the way. I am going to spend a fight to move to here, and then pick up
Nice.
Lorraine and take her with me to
Nice.
George's house.
I like that
Very good,
plan.
very
Then I'm going to spend
good. Then he rolls
I'm a-
speed and moves away. No.
yeah. Then I'm going to use the power of love.
That's the
That's
the
power
power.
Oh
of
no! Don't
love.
sing it! Don't sing it! Do you want this video to get deleted? Do you want this video? That's how you get this video deleted.
That's the power of Biff.
And still, we got 2.
Yeah, 2 loves.
2 loves.
Good job.
But Biff is going to move 1 after your turn's done.
That's
Biff.
yeah.
Man.
What do I
There
got to
are-
do? Oh,
There are power tiles that you can get.
Can
to
I-
say re-roll all Biffs at the end of your turn?
Oh, I like that.
I'm gonna
Go
Yeah.
say I
wilds
used.
or-
Yeah, that's a good plan.
Yeah.
I like that plan. I see what you're
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah, I'll spend. Ooh, do I want to? Yeah, I'll spend both my last 2 to try and get rid of this egg. My science and my fight.
Okay, so theoretically,
just-
before he makes this roll, I want to ask a point of clarification. He is on a space with George and Lorraine. If he
Yes.
rolls both a successful combat thing and a wild, could he retroactively decide to spend that wild as a heart?
No,
Okay.
because he didn't. No, it's you have to specifically claim which challenge.
What you're rolling for. Okay. You got to
So
call your
anything
shot.
that doesn't- Yeah, yeah, you got to call your
Does-
shot.
Does anyone need to move at all? Like,
right.
like
No.
Ah, it's
It's time to roll for buff and nerf after this turn.
Nobody did the manure thing, right? We just never
I
added
did
it
it.
back from
No, I
the
did it.
tutorial. You did?
I did
did
it
it,
while you
yeah.
were
Yeah.
gone.
Draw a new one?
No.
Oh, we forgot to draw
No,
a
I
new
forgot
one.
about that.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
A new
we get
opportunity
3.
came up.
Yeah, so draw a new one, Kyle. What'd you get?
Build a not-to-scale model of Hill Valley at Doc Brown's house.
What do you get? Draw 1 P and then what?
Remote control.
Oh.
What does the remote control do? Exhaust this item to attempt to move DeLorean challenge regardless of your location. That's cool.
Ooh.
Might go
Nice.
try to pick that up.
Well, I succeeded in clearing these eggs.
Good. So you get a power?
I get a power token, which stays.
And that goes
Here.
up in that pile, I think.
Yeah, that's our discard, I think, for that.
Then I did get. So that's. I got another biff.
So you got 2
So-
biffs.
Biff.
Biffed it did.
Biff. I biffed it a little bit.
All right.
But I also brought the power.
Yeah, here goes our love meter up.
Let's roll for buff and nerf.
Roll it.
Where's that button? There it is. I don't
Roll
have
that
anything
beautiful
selected.
buff footage.
Ooh.
What?
Not load, you noob. Fire.
I thought that's what I clicked.
Me.
The button that says load? No.
It's a buff.
You
What do you
were
get?
wrong.
What do you get?
I was zoomed out too far to tell what I was looking
And
at.
my power is I get to re-roll all.
Move
dice.
DeLorean 1 space.
Oh, nice.
Doesn't say which direction. I'm moving it backwards.
It says forward.
Actually, it doesn't. Oh, no, it does. It did say move DeLorean 1 forward on the sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Because there's a nerf that moves it back.
Right.
Oh no.
I tried to balance it so there's an equal nerf for every buff. They,
I like it. I like it.
I too am lazy when I write those.
Yeah.
Hey, I spent a good hour watching videos about
And-
this game.
and you
to
came
try
up
and
with-
make non-game breaking buffs and nerfs.
And you came up with 10 of each.
Yeah, I normally just
I
go
aim
with
for
like
5.
5. Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't remember if we had D10s or D20s.
We have D10s,
Well,
but I aim
we
for
do a
5.
10, but we usually do. Yeah, it's
Double 'em
usually a
up.
range. They're like
Yeah.
1 to 3 is this one.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, Dustin.
I stopped
Move the
there. I was
tracker.
actually about to go to
Movement.
20.
Or
We got to
Yeah,
do
it's
this
It's mine. Sorry.
thing, right?
movement turn.
Move. What's
Oh, did we
Movement
advance this
card.
already? Okay.
Yes.
he just moved it.
Biff.
Cool.
Biff.
Biff!
got a Biff.
No! Go away,
Okay,
Biff!
so Biff moves.
Oh, you're gonna
one.
bark
He's
at
in
him,
my
though.
square.
But he's
Oh no.
You're gonna
Eric,
bark
you
at him.
Bark at him.
Bark, 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 bark!
Biff, 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 Biff. Should I bark him first?
Why not?
No,
Get him
Yeah.
away from George and Lorraine.
Unless you can beat him up.
I know what I want to do.
Is that how the fight dice work? I could, if I'm in a spot with Biff, I can roll my fight dice. And
Yeah.
I can get a courage and.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. so I
Smack
have a
him.
Fight die.
Can
bark
you
him
move
away.
him after you knock him down? Like knock him out and then move him?
Says you can.
Fuck yeah, then.
Oh, no! Well, now you better bark at him.
Yeah. All right, so that stays there. Flip my Biff. I mean my fight die. All right, what else do I want to do?
Stupid Biff.
I think I want to. Okay, so I'm gonna bark Biff right now, and he moves 2 away.
Hey, can you turn your gain down and do the dog bark that you used to do when we were in high school?
Oh God.
No,
Oh God.
I don't think my throat could handle doing. It's essentially doing the same. It's the Judge Doom.
Yeah.
Remember me, Eddie? But I killed your brother.
At this
I
point,
can't even do it. You have to go loud.
You
have,
yeah,
I
you
don't
can't
know
do
how
it.
to
There's no
reduce
volume
that.
control on
Yeah.
You gotta.
No.
Yeah. You gotta bring a lot of air to that. Otherwise, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I
God.
don't. Yeah, I already get. My wife already yells at me enough because I'm outside and she says she can hear me with the doors closed. Like Sunday shows are loud and she.
Yeah.
She's like
I have
the
this
entire.
problem.
That's last though. A couple of weeks ago, we were screaming about testicles, and she was like, "Are you okay? You're gonna get the cops called on us." She's
love
like,
it.
"There are church people outside, and everybody can hear you in the neighborhood."
That's just how we roll.
Anyway.
okay?
You were at Lou's Cafe. Did you spend something to move it?
I was going to, yeah.
Okay.
That's what I keep talking through my turn. I'm gonna spend my heart dice to move. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna spend one speed to move, one over, and I'm gonna roll my heart right now.
Don't pivot. Nice. 2 hearts.
2 hearts.
So
Wait,
we go up 1, 2.
Yeah. Nice. Good.
What do I want to do?
I like that Einstein's the car driver.
Yeah.
What?
He's got the speed to drive
He's
the
in
car.
Oh,
the
yeah,
the
yeah.
most.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
in the car.
Yeah.
He was the test pilot.
Here's what I want to do right now. Instead of spending to move, I want to roll both my dice in the love challenge again, and then try and use my wilds to double up. What do you think?
Hell yeah, do it.
The other
Do
option
whatever.
is to move one over and try and do one of the opportunities.
Get that love up. We gotta get them in love.
But we already got Biff coming one space over, so
You
I
know,
could roll 2 more, and then he would be there. And
I
possibly
do
lower.
wonder if it wouldn't be a bad idea for you to get the remote control
So that I
Yeah.
could-
because
Oh,
you've
yeah,
got
that's a
2
good
speed
idea.
dice.
All right, let's try it. Spend my speed. I'll move one over. And
Yeah,
I'll
that's a good
roll
idea.
the flux die.
Flux it. Oh,
You got
it.
Got it. So I'll take that.
Draw 1P.
And you get a power token as well. Congrats.
Where'd it go?
Oh yeah, I love it. It's like do you want this to go to your hand? You're like, no.
I got that, and then I actually still have another movement because I didn't use my wilds yet.
Yeah.
So what? Do I want to go anywhere?
Don't click that
Why?
Because there's a biff.
because you.
Oh, the Biff.
There's the
I
biff.
clicked
the
it
biff.
anyway.
The biff.
The Biff.
Yeah, I don't know
Right.
if you want to move.
I do. I'm gonna move up to Marty just to be.
Okay.
It's your kids, Marty.
Something's got to be done about your kids.
Just so I know that I
Honestly,
have the
yeah,
remote now,
you-
but
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you
do that.
you can then hopefully spend your
and we
next
draw a
turn
new
moving.
opportunity. New op. What do we get?
Get your damn hands off her.
School parking lot. Reward. Move Biff to the school parking lot, knock him down, and add 1 token. Another knockout Biff
Nice.
challenge.
Hmm.
And,
now that- The DeLorean's there, you can start moving it because you. Have
yeah,
the
that's
best
what I was
chance.
thinking. And then if it moves out of my square, I can keep going with the remote.
Mm-hmm.
That's it for me. Oh, and then Biff
Hey.
moves 1.
Fuck you, Biff. All right.
Now my
So I'm
tiles are
moving the
back.
tracker. What's that?
That's a love check. Which
Uh oh,
So-
first
so
1 tile.
we lose-
flips.
we
Pick
lose
any
1.
tile you want. Any tile. Any tile.
we
Take
lost.
a look at that guy.
We lost my brother's top half.
He's now a tree man. Okay, and they got movement.
So now I'm here with Marty, so we can team up on our skill checks.
Oh
Double
no,
biff.
Biff.
1, 2. He's here.
That's bad.
Oh boy. Oh
Okay.
boy.
So
We don't
now
want him
it's
to
not
activate
toying.
now.
I think I'm gonna try this check here.
You better not biff on this check.
Oh, that's a good call.
Well, the biffs resolve at the end before you can
True.
add your
Yeah.
biffs and then change your mind about what you're doing.
Okay,
Like
okay,
you can
fuck it.
run down there and start dragging people out of the square.
Right.
I think you're gonna do it.
Alright, Dice,
I think
let's do
Dustin
this.
has enough. I think Doc Brown could take Biff in a fight.
Yeah,
did it!
Yeah,
That's
buddy.
it.
He
You
did
can.
it.
Cool.
So Biff
Get
goes
your
there.
damn hands off her.
I've
Hey,
never
look
had a
at
power.
Hands off of her.
I've never
Yeah.
had a power before.
Yeah, with Doc Brown saying it
Nice.
instead.
Doc Brown's a badass. Okay.
Doc Brown Lorraine just got a crush on Doc Brown.
Yeah,
We just changed the timeline.
yeah.
North
Oh.
shops. Gear up for school. Draw 1P. Gain
Ooh,
the
the
backpack.
backpack.
Okay. Where's
That's
North
cool.
Shops? Cool.
Right over here. Yeah.
All
Doc
right.
Brown's gonna fuck your mom, and Jennifer's gonna fuck your dad. It's gonna be a whole weird thing.
Hmm.
This show is really this movie's really questionable.
We're doing the
content.
Future Man version of this.
Yeah.
All right.
Now what are you gonna do?
Thinking about. I'm just gonna use my speed to move.
Yeah. Try and get that cable.
Yeah, I'm gonna get here, and then I'm gonna roll 2.
Roll one at a time
I'm
because
gonna
you
roll
might.
1.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
you got it.
Wild.
Cool. Got it. So we got the cables.
Oh, I didn't check my new power. Oh, cool. Fight dice equals wilds for me.
Nice.
Okay.
And
so I got
and
one
wilds are
more.
double. That's a nice combo.
Combo wombo. Did you get the cable? You got the cable.
He got the
Yes.
cable.
So I'm gonna use this guy to move.
We need the
I'm gonna
hooks.
go 1, 2 here to the hook.
Nice.
Oh,
like
draw
it.
Your...
That's good.
Oh, you did draw that opportunity. sorry.
Actually, I'm gonna go here first.
Yeah, I would go there
Yeah.
first. 'Cause that's gonna take a little bit to get to that.
Yeah.
Okay,
We don't
now
have the DeLorean.
I'm gonna remember to do this time.
Kyle didn't do his thing.
We
Alright,
got a trouble.
More trouble coming.
What do I get? I got a double roll.
What? Oh,
George Bicycle.
That's
No.
cool.
You don't have to use both of those. So you can use
Ooh.
you can use both, or you can choose.
Gang
one
wrecks
or the
George's
Nice.
bike.
That's awesome.
The love meter cannot be raised by more than 1 per turn right now.
other. Oof.
Till this
South
goes
shops.
away. Yeah.
What? Is that a trouble?
Yeah, it's
Damn
in
it.
trouble.
Trouble.
Now
trouble.
draw
Making
movement.
bad trouble. Okay, movement. Boop, boop.
Got
Move
bit.
George to lose cafe. And then Biff moves or activates twice.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is all gone.
So he's up. So he's
He
back
wakes up. What happened?
Hey, that's better than him moving to.
All right.
Actually,
I-
no, he wouldn't have moved to. He would have taken 2 off of our love meter.
Yeah.
What's George's
Which we can't
notebook
raise
do?
very high.
Exhaust this item to move Biff to your location. This card may not be used in town square. No, wait, that's Biff's homework. Where's the notebook? There it is. Exhaust this item to move George up to 2 spaces toward you. I don't know if that's all that useful. I mean, I guess
It
it
could-
could be
you
in
ne- you
some
never know.
situations for sure.
You never know.
But I wonder if maybe I should go take care of that bike.
Yeah,
Yeah. Screw that,
that would
bike.
be helpful.
Okay. So I'm going to spend that to get over to the South Shops. And then I'm going to spend this to try and roll for it. I got it.
Nice.
Get rid of that.
Look at a pee.
And I get a P.
You get it a P.
You got to pee.
I gotta
You
pee.
can take a break after your turn.
Yeah, after your turn, just get up and quietly do it. That's what I do.
Now what? I could go do a love check, maybe? I could spend one to move George back over to Lorraine's.
Yeah, you have 2. You have a mystery die. You could roll 2 hearts.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do this.
Oh no, you don't roll 2 hearts. You can. Oh no, you cleared the trouble.
Yeah.
Perfect. And Jennifer can throw her hearts in too.
Oh, that's
Oh.
right. You can choose to spend
And then
your
I don't
powers
get
on my
these
turn.
next
Yeah, they
turn.
would expend. Yeah, they would be. It's basically like you're using them for your next.
That's
turn.
fine. Yeah, you can have my 2 hearts.
Okay.
Let
Let me use mine first.
Yeah, maybe only use one of yours, and then he can roll 2.
Okay.
Fine.
Because there's no point in rolling. You can't spend all of it.
I got 2 hearts and a biff.
Mm.
You could
Yeah.
use that for him, but you might want to save that for you.
Yeah, I might want to save that for.
What?
That's fine. Let Biff go, because I can bark him away.
Yeah.
I could spend my mystery to roll again.
Well, we went up by 2. It's
We
up to you.
did. But we have to get it all the way up into one of these 3 squares in order to win. So we've still got a ways
Yeah,
to
but
go
we
on
still
that.
got a ways. We can't even finish the game until we reach the end of the turn tracker.
Really?
Yeah.
Even if we've reached
We-
all the win conditions?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
gotta hold the win. We gotta hold it until the
Oh,
end.
wow. Okay.
You can't make the lightning come early. You can't make it come early.
Fair point.
If you had the lightning early, then you could just time travel to 10:04 and then
Well, what's the video recorder do?
Let you when you
Trouble
do a
up.
check.
This item refresh.
Yeah, you
all
do one of
power.
those checks. If you fail, you
Ooh.
can refresh it.
and then you can refresh all your tiles used in the failed attempt.
Wait, are we missing an opportunity? Yes, because I forgot to refresh it after clearing it. Damn it.
No, we got it. We
did?
You
Where?
got trouble. You cleared trouble. You cleared trouble.
Oh,
not-
there,
It's up here.
That's right. I thought it was an opportunity. You're right. I didn't see that one. Okay.
No worries.
So I didn't look at the thing that I pulled off. So I hope
Yeah,
nobody
I
else
didn't
did.
either, so I don't
Good.
know.
Well, okay. So I have 2 dice left. One's a combat that I'm not going to use for anything except maybe movement. The other one's a mystery. I could roll my mystery for another heart, possibly. Or the other thing I'm thinking is maybe I spend my combat to move and then roll the mystery as a heart for this. For the video
Or-
recorder.
There's that. You could also spend the mystery to move to Biff and then punch him, or at least attempt to.
I could do that. A lot of options.
What do you want to do? Marty?
I don't know.
This is heavy.
I'm gonna try for the. Yeah, I'm gonna try for the video recorder.
Do it. Film your parents having sex.
Damn it!
Lift.
All right, that ends my turn. He
2
moves,
bits
Alright.
coming at you.
and then we move this.
All right. Movement. What do we got?
No whammies, no whammies. Uh-oh.
Lorraine moves clockwise 1 space.
Oh no!
Oh,
And
shit.
Biff's gonna go punch
no.
George.
Yeah, he moves
Yup.
in 1, and then he hits George for 1, so
Blow,
we lose
blow.
a love meter.
Blow, blow.
No. But the power of
Okay.
love.
Bam, bam, bam.
It's
Okay.
a temporary power.
Get you punched in the face.
Oh, I forgot to flip my.
Uh,
See what my new power is.
I'm
You
gonna
got another
say
power? Fuck you, Kyle. Ooh, that's cool.
I'm gonna
We're on
I
a
got another
team,
one while you're out,
Dustin.
too.
No.
I'm gonna tell Biff to fuck off and try and punch him.
Jennifer's gonna
See if
punch
that-
Biff. You got him.
Wild.
She's got a mean right hook. What do you want?
Fuck you, Biff.
Ooh, you have a power to re-roll Biffs. I
Mhm.
like that.
Then I'm going to use my speed. I'll move me and George here. Does anyone need to move somewhere?
No.
No.
Nope.
I want to be.
Yeah,
where-
everyone. Okay.
Everybody's where they
I
Um,
want
want
to
to
be right now.
where the people are.
Then I'm going to roll the love and the science and hope I get wild, I guess. Because I want
Sure.
to be able to.
Make them
And you
fall
can
in
reroll
love.
your biffs if you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, if I get a biff, I can re-roll.
You
Get
got
it?
2
Boom.
hearts.
And then I'm gonna re-roll this biff.
Yeah,
All right. So
Just
if
in
it is a
case.
second biff, it
Yeah.
stays.
right.
It's not.
It's science,
It doesn't do
science,
anything,
which doesn't help me, but
it's not a Biff.
I get 2 hearts.
It's not
Yeah.
biff.
That's the power of love, guys.
That is the power of love.
Turn
It's Eric's
tracker. What happened there? Lorraine.
Lorraine move.
Clockwise 2.
George
1,
counterclockwise 1.
No, George.
George goes.
Why do you want to
George
be
keeps
with
going
Biff?
home. It's his
He's going
house.
to his house.
Biff was knocked out, so he ran back into his house while I had a chance.
What a cuck.
Okay. First thing I'm doing is spending my heart.
Yeah, this music
And I'm
feels
gonna roll for that
appropriate.
challenge.
Conk we all?
Biffed it.
No!
You biffed it
I biffed it.
real
Alright,
hard.
now I'm gonna roll both my speed die.
For the DeLorean?
Yeah.
Yes. Get that DeLorean going.
What do we get? 3.
3
4
speeds.
if you spend this.
Oh, I'm totally spending that.
Oh, hell
Whoops.
yeah.
Well,
1, 2,
yeah.
3, 4.
Nice.
that's good.
That was awesome.
Oh, I had a biff.
You had a Biff. You could try.
I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I think that's exactly what I'm
Yeah.
gonna do. Roll that fight to see if I can get a heart.
Yeah.
It worked.
Spend
So I'm
them
gonna
both.
Spend 2 tiles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spent that one, and then I changed this to a wild. I'll collect this. I get George's notebook and a P.
No, George has to be there.
What?
What?
You have to have George in that
Oh,
pile.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
see that
you can't do that. I
condition.
didn't see that either.
I've been rolling. Oh, so okay, hang on.
Oh, yeah, so you wouldn't have made that
I
first or
can't-
last
I
roll.
can't- Yeah, so the heart goes away. These go back.
Yeah, I was going to do that when I was there earlier, but I saw it required George.
This power goes back
Got
too.
it. Oh, I still have a biff.
No, because you wouldn't have rolled that.
Oh, you're right. Sweet. Timey-wimey.
Time travel.
That's a great part about being in the DeLorean. So instead, I will spend my flux die to move down to Doc's house. That's beautiful.
I love it.
Beautiful timing on that. Now I'm spending my heart to roll for the video.
Nice. Got it.
Hey.
There you
Now what do I get? Requires Doc. No.
Video recorder.
Power and a video recorder.
Cool.
Which makes you really good for clearing troubles and opportunity
Trouble,
cards.
Trouble. Oh, and that goes away, and I try a new opportunity. Clock tower. Assess the plan. Draw 1P. That's a nice little one. Doesn't
Okay.
get that.
Oh.
Now. Oh, now I'm here. Should I?
Should you what?
I'm gonna bark at Biff
Oh yeah.
Or,
Bark his ass.
yeah.
and move him to Hill Valley High,
Yeah.
upside down.
Nice.
Nice.
Dog. Einstein just dragged unconscious Biff through the street.
Just like went and grabbed him by the pant leg and like.
You could,
Good boy. Who's
I think should I just roll this for the DeLorean? Try and get speed?
yeah, try and get in.
Yeah, you're
speed.
in the space. Yeah. 2 of them. Oh, I think you
Double
can only use it for
wild.
1. I don't know.
I think
Clarify. I think it's
any
double.
stars?
Yeah, I think stars are wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, stars equal wild.
Oh,
and
okay,
so
yeah,
you got
yeah.
2 stars,
Two.
so we got 2
Sweet.
wild.
Cool.
Boop, boop.
Love it.
That thing doesn't rotate around its center.
No, it's got a weird little.
Its
Yeah.
origin is like the back left tire or something.
It turns like a
got a Biff-
DeLorean.
I got a Biff reroll.
Nice.
Stupid.
Yes.
Okay, it's
got
time to
2
roll
Biff
for buff and
rerolls.
nerf.
Yeah.
Do we need to? Oh yeah, we already got another opportunity.
Whoop, not that. The die, please. Please go into the
And it's gonna
cannon.
be a buff.
Fire!
Fires and missiles.
Everyone!
gets fired.
Nice.
Everyone moves 1. If they
I don't
want.
want to move.
If they want.
Yeah, you can move up to
Ooh,
1.
That's a big buff.
ooh. Okay, let me make some decisions. What is? George's
Yeah.
house.
Yeah. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
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 I think I want to go
Everybody's
there.
going to George's house.
George is having a party.
Probably. That's what I want to do.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why the frick not?
All right, it's my turn.
That's
Sure is.
All right, so I'm moving this up. We got a trouble level 2 and a
Oh,
movement.
we're moving into level 2s.
Uh-oh.
What we
Is this
got?
worse?
Oh, gang does knock and run at Lorraine's house.
That
Players
is
may
the
not-
worst.
Players may not re-roll any dice. Draw one.
Where's
We can't re-roll
Lorraine's
dice until we clear it.
house?
We haven't used the reroll function once yet.
Not too worried about it. Not too worried about it. Okay, and then movement.
We haven't had to because we're doing awesome challenge
Oh
rolls.
shit! Move George to George's house and Biff.
He's
won.
already there.
Well, it's
Oh,
because
so
of the
Biff
fact that
stands
we're mostly
We're
like
awesome?
we're rolling
Yeah.
dice that will either succeed or biff most of the time. So there's
Yep.
no reason to reroll.
Hey, I'm doing crazy wild attempts. Which is
I might
Which is weird for
start
me.
re-rolling because I can re-roll all my biffs.
Right.
So
What are you doing, Dustin?
I'm rolling a yellow and a pink from my 1 power to try and get a wild. Oh, but I got a Biff.
And a move.
Damn it.
Not a wild.
You could
I'm
re-roll
gonna-
that.
Yeah, I'm re-rolling it.
What?
Oh wait, no, I can't
No.
because
We literally
Oh,
just
right,
said-
you can't.
Okay, so
The
that's
one time that
The
you
one
could
time
not
you can't reroll.
is when Kyle says, "Quick,
re-roll it.
Cheat!
Okay,
Cheat!
that's a nerf too." I have a nerf that one round whoever gets it can't reroll.
science.
so I needed. So I'm get this.
What'd you get?
I
Oh, you got
got
the backpack.
backpack.
And a power.
You gotta start getting some power tiles.
Well, he
I've
just
been
got
trying
one.
to do.
And that
Well,
was an
now we draw a new
so we needed to-
opportunity.
yeah.
Let's see. What do we got? Strickland catches gang. School parking lot.
1P.
Oh, you
remove
can
any
remove-
trouble card. Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that.
nice. Where's it go? School parking
Damn it, I moved
lot.
away from that.
Wow.
Why would you put it there? I had it
didn't.
on the
It's
school
just-
parking lot, and you're like, "Where's it go?"
No, it
Yeah,
was,
dragged
it,
it
was,
away.
it was sitting right here, and I clicked to grab it, and then it just like flew up there.
Not on my screen, it wasn't.
That was weird. Cool, tabletop simulator. Okay. So now I'm going to use my love dice to move. No. No, I'm using my speed dice.
Yeah, it's like, wait.
Okay, and now I'm gonna roll for this clock tower.
That's actually a very appropriate opportunity for Doc. That's exactly what Doc should be doing, is assessing the clock tower. But not
Biff
playing
Got
with
another
Biff.
biff.
God damn Biff.
All right, he's on George's square
He's going to be
now.
on George's square at the end of this turn, yeah.
So I probably shouldn't roll anymore, but I'm going to anyway.
That's fine. You going for wilds?
Yeah. Trying to get
Roll
that
one.
heart.
It's fine. We got lots of time. We're halfway up the Biff meter.
You got
I mean, Biff meter.
one!
Cool. So then I'm gonna assess the plan and get a P.
Nice. And you can get up to 10 without having to trade out, so
Borrow George's
You get two
binoculars. That's at George's house.
And then I'm just not gonna use this last guy. I'm gonna end my turn here.
You could move.
totally fine.
Do you wanna move
totally
anywhere?
fine.
No, you want to
No,
stay
'cause
there
I wanna
because you're
try
going to
to
get
get
that
the-
hook.
I think he's gonna get the hook.
All right,
Yeah.
so
because we're
Biff is
about to
moving
pull into
too.
Doc's house. We gotta get that hook.
Yeah. It's my turn.
All right, flip your tiles back, Dustin.
Oh yeah, see what I got.
Ooh, nice.
Oh,
That's a nice. You got a nice little stack up there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
like it.
good
Not
stuff.
bad.
And you have 2 more power slots, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he can hold 10 before he discards.
Okay, so first things first. We're going to do that.
Marty.
A love check. Not, what am I doing?
What?
Never, nothing. My brother's gone.
Oh, love check.
m-
That's.
I started. To
I thought you
move.
were, I meant.
I
thought you
started to
meant
move
love
the meter
challenge.
instead of.
I
Yeah.
was like, you're rolling for love? You can't roll for love.
Okay, and then movement.
No time for love, Dr. Jones.
Move George counterclockwise 2 spaces, and then Biff activates twice.
Oh, good. Good thing George moved.
Yeah, seriously. Because Biff's
And
gonna
he's
follow
gonna move
him.
toward. No, he's gonna go towards Lorraine. He always goes towards.
No,
Yeah,
he
they're
goes
even.
towards
Well, I get-
whoever's closest.
Oh, yeah,
True.
George is 1 square closer, so yeah.
There you go. And that's actually
that
nice.
works out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually not bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Now what?
Now what is a very good question.
What shall you
I could try to
do?
pick up those binoculars. I don't know what they do. Let's see.
I think they're rerolls.
When you earn a P, exhaust this item to draw 2 tiles, keep 1 and discard the other. That is not that useful.
Oh.
It's not that useful for me.
That'd be
'cause
good.
I've already got, I've got 1 slot
Yeah,
left.
that'd be good for Dustin.
Well, you could discard your originals if you have better.
True.
That's true.
It's a speed die. Unless you think you need it for something. I would honestly, I would do that and then move to the high school, try and get that opportunity as well, or
And then
or maybe should we go to Lorraine's house?
no, I think what would work is you can try that, go to the school, try that one, and then punch the shit out of Biff.
Arcanum Symphonis, you are so rude. Coming in here with 300 nerf points.
Thank you.
Wow.
I was waiting for somebody to actually to have the courage.
Okay.
Because this game has been going too well.
I'm gonna counter it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
With 30.
No, didn't work. Didn't work. Okay. Okay.
I don't
I'm
like that you're
surprised it
doing
moved
that.
at all, honestly.
I contributed 1/10 of what he. Oh, it's canceled out.
Yeah.
Okay, so sure, I'll use my speed die for that because
Sure.
what else am I going to use it for?
Sure you will.
I got a biff.
You biffed
Great.
it.
I biffed it.
Kyle. Why would you roll for? I'm just kidding.
Whatever.
I was
Okay,
very much roll for that.
I'm gonna now spend.
Hmm.
I guess I'll spend this one to move. Come over here.
Okay.
I would spend science because then you could use your 2 for punching.
But I can use the science as a wild too.
Oh, I guess.
so
yeah.
I was like, whatever.
And he's still got a
Um,
mystery dice. He actually could
yeah,
still roll 2 fights.
Yeah.
True.
So I'm gonna roll a heart, I think, for George's
Good.
notebook.
You're there. He's there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a good time to do it. Biffed it.
You
Damn it.
biffed it?
All right, time to start punching Biff.
Yeah.
Roll
Don't
2
biff it.
fights.
Are you kidding
Biffed.
me?
So you knocked him out.
But he's gonna activate 3 times.
Yeah. So now,
I need to move George away.
yeah,
Mhm.
probably best
Yeah.
to move George. So he's gonna wake up and he moves twice. So what can you can move Lorraine?
I could
use your
move-
power.
I
Well,
can-
if you move him to lose cafe or in one turn, then Biff will activate and actually
Actually-
head for Lorraine instead.
You can move to lose cafe with George and then move Lorraine there,
That's kind of what
Oh,
I'm
that's true.
thinking.
That's smart.
and then Eric's set up to try and hopefully get
1,
some love
2,
there.
3, and use my power to move Lorraine here. And with the way my dice rolls have been going, I don't think I'm going to try and roll for a wild. Do I want to go
Cool.
anywhere else? I don't think so. I think I
think
want to
you'd be
stick with
there for
them.
me.
So I'm done.
All right, Biff wakes up. Biff wakes up and moves 2. Boop boop.
Hey, how's it going, Biff? All right,
What's the next?
turn
the
tracker.
movement.
Just the movement.
2 Biffs.
Biff.
Oh no!
Boop boop. Okay, so we lost 1. Down to 6.
That's the power traveler.
All right.
Damn you,
We
Biff.
are getting closer to the. We're actually pretty close to the end. We're over
Yeah, we are.
halfway through the game at this point.
Yeah. Okay, so what do I want to do? I don't. All right. Fudge it all to darn. I'm gonna use the speed. I'm gonna walk in here. And I'm gonna try and punch the crap out of Biff, I guess.
Punch him.
Damn it.
I biffed it, but I'm gonna re-roll that because I can't let that happen.
Mhm.
Oops, that didn't. Ah, fucking.
I would.
Damn it.
What happened to?
I just moved it.
Moved it over to your card.
I was like rolling it, and then I like had it rolling, and then I clicked one more time, and then it froze on
just,
Biff
like,
and fell down.
stopped.
Yeah.
Roll that shit.
Scenario
Alright.
says can't re-roll anyway. Yeah, you can because that took a power. That wasn't the kind of re-roll that this is preventing.
Yeah, that was I was spending a die to do it.
Yeah.
Spending one of my powers. Try and punch him again, maybe? I don't know.
Sure.
Fuck you, Biff.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey, biffed it.
God.
Cool.
Love time.
Sure. I'll biff that too. Should I spend both?
Fuck it, go big.
Yeah, fuck it. That's my thing. So I believe in
Oh,
love.
wait. Don't spend one of them. Spend one of mine.
Okay.
That
Oh,
way,
there you
if
go.
you need to move. Nice.
That's the
Nice.
power of love.
Sweet. So that cancels out the Biff.
Well,
Cold love.
no, because yeah. And then
Not. I mean, Biff will
yeah.
negate
I see
everything.
what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Then I'm going to spend my other dice. I'm gonna join Doc Brown over here. Actually, I'm gonna spend the dice to roll love again.
Okay.
Mm.
Nice.
Ooh,
Now
two
we're nice.
hearts.
Roll.
All right.
2 hearts.
Then I'm
become 1.
gonna spend
Heart.
my science to join Doc up here.
Nice. Okay. Now
That's my
watch
turn.
watch Biff activate 4 times here and completely
Biff
undo
moves-
everything
Biff
you just did.
activates twice.
Twice. Yeah.
So we moved and he's already there. So we moved the love meter back to 8.
Fuck you, Biff. Get out of here.
And then we're gonna do the turn tracker, and he's gonna activate again, and do it again.
Maybe.
Oh yeah.
We don't know.
Maybe not.
All right.
Maybe not. Trouble
Another
2.
level. Trouble 2. Did we
Another
clear?
trouble.
We didn't clear the first
Nope.
trouble.
Nope.
So that
we
one
got
goes
lots of
away.
trouble.
Oh, it
First
does.
trouble goes away. Yeah, you can only have 1 trouble on the board at a time.
Oh,
so
that's
gone now.
useful. Okay, good.
New effect. Gang does donuts. Yes.
Each time a
Each
movement card.
time a movement card causes George Lane to enter the school parking lot, roll 2 heart dice and lower the love meter by 1 for each Biff rolled. This may not be modified.
Okay, well
Ooh.
they're not going anywhere near the school parking lot lately, so that might not
Now
be so
look.
bad.
Hey, guess what? Move Lorraine. How many?
2
2 spaces.
clockwise.
Boop boop. Biff
And then-
activates twice.
So yeah, everything that Eric just did has been undone.
It's
Yeah.
fine. Why are you moving the cards all around?
Who's doing that?
I just moved them where it's more organized, so they're not all clumped up. It looks like I checked the snap points. It looks like that's where it was intended to be.
Yeah, you know,
Cards
normally they're like you don't
here.
have all the items listed out in their own little. You normally put the items in a pile and it had.
Yeah, there's
discard
another
set to
snap
that.
point there. Yeah.
But I was like, you don't
Yeah,
need
that
them
was
in
that was a
pile.
better plan.
Yeah.
Good call. Okay,
I'd like to see.
All
them.
right,
Yeah.
Einstein,
Einstein, what you doing?
your turn,
Alright.
Einstein. Sounds like
Uh,
an insult.
yeah. I can. We need to move the DeLorean 2 more, but then we're stuck until we get the cable. So I think I'm gonna roll 1 speed die. 'Cause
Yeah.
don't
Yeah, I
wanna
think that's a
waste
good
it.
plan.
Hey, give me those back. What'd I get?
You got one.
1.
One speed. Stupid.
All right, and
Fortune.
then you know what I actually want to do is
I crashed it. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to spend my flux. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, but I took George with me.
Nice. I like that
Bark 'em
plan.
away.
Bark Biff back over here.
Nice.
Now what? Now I'm going to roll my other speed die from over here because I have the remote control.
We
Oh,
gotta
that's
get
right.
our love up.
I biffed it.
Biffed it.
Reroll it.
But you can re-roll that
No,
if
I
you
know.
want.
I'm gonna save it.
But
to
yeah,
the
wait,
end.
that-
Yeah,
I
so
should have
can
done that
re-roll
too.
Multiple biffs.
I should have done that. I should have saved my
Now I'm
biffs.
gonna actually roll my fight.
For what?
See if I
Yeah.
can get some wilds on the speed.
Hell yeah. Double that up.
Double up.
Wait, can't you only do that once per turn, though?
What?
Exhaust this item to attempt a move DeLorean challenge regardless of your location. So you had to exhaust the remote.
No, he wasn't. He was
there
in the
first
area.
time. I was there the first time.
Yeah. he
But
just
that
now
roll
moved.
that you just did, that you got the biff on,
That was a different.
Oh wait.
to roll the speed
right,
from
you're right.
over here, you had to exhaust the remote.
Sorry, I missed that part. Moving too fast. Alright. So I didn't roll the fight die.
I think in order to roll the fight die on that check, you would have had to make the decision to do it in advance.
All in one challenge roll.
But you could spend your biff reroll on this remote
Yeah,
control
he's
check.
saving it.
Does
I'm
that
gonna
work?
say- It doesn't work for this check. You're just re-rolling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Just you're foregoing the possibility of advancing the DeLorean at all, in the hopes that if
Yeah,
you roll
yeah,
any
yeah.
more biffs, that you negate more damage.
Yeah. Here's actually what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna not. This is crazy. You guys are gonna be like, what? But then it's gonna make sense. I'm gonna not re-roll my biff die that I used for the speed check. So this is gone. These are all gone. I have a biff die. I'm gonna actually use that biff to move again. Up
I like
here.
it. I like
Okay.
it. I like where you're going.
Now I'm gonna roll 2. I'm gonna roll.
I see
this
what you're
die
doing.
And this die.
Yup.
To do
Gotcha.
a love check.
I love
Yeah, I got this plan.
it. Oh,
I hate it.
Okay. Okay.
But
So I
two
got
hearts.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I get
fine.
boop,
2
boop.
hearts.
That's 2 hearts. Do we go up? Back up
Back
to
up
8.
to 8.
Okay.
All right. Biff moves 2. 1, 2. And oh wait, what's the video recorder? After a failed trouble or opportunity challenge.
You didn't do any of those.
I'm done.
Cool.
All right,
Small
Dustin.
progress, but
Delete a
progress.
child.
Oh no.
All right.
So just when the turn tracker shows the X2 on the love check, so you actually do 2 love checks, which is bad because if you're in the
Why are you
bottom,
taking away my legs,
that
man?
you
Shut
would
up.
actually lose 4 tiles if you were in negative when you hit the double check.
Yeah.
So
4 tiles? So we would have lost?
Yeah.
Cool.
No. If you do 2 checks and we were in negative,
Oh, 2
you
checks.
would lose.
Okay.
Because if you do a check in the negative, you lose 2 squares.
Gotcha.
But if you have to do
gotcha.
2 checks, then so
Oh,
if you're
I didn't
still in
even
the
see how it's
negative at
X2.
that point in the game, you pretty much just instantly
So
lose.
I'm
Gotcha.
gonna say we probably need to get that love meter up before we get
Yeah.
to that next love meter check.
Yeah, because that way we negate.
Yep.
That. So that's
Yeah,
definitely a
we
priority.
need to.
Right now, Dustin flipped it. Did you move?
Okay. No, I
No.
haven't done anything yet.
Move.
Oh,
Move,
Do a move.
we got a nerf.
move George clockwise 2 spaces,
So he's at the clock
and then
tower.
Biff gets 2 actions.
God. Biff, go away.
Right?
Should we
Okay,
roll for this buff and
okay.
nerf right now?
Yeah, fuck it.
Sure.
I fail. It's me.
2.
Nerf number 2.
Biff
Cool.
activates twice. No, just once. Sorry.
No.
Just once. Just once.
All right. Move it down 1.
Love meter goes down.
Shit. Kyle, it's all your fault. Okay, so I'm gonna.
Thanks, Arcanum Symphonis. Really appreciate the help.
Someone's got to nerf us. It's a nasty job, but someone's got to do it. All right, Doc.
Do you want? How about I spend one of my science for you?
Oh,
Well, actually,
Oh.
you guys should just team up and roll 3 science die.
Yeah.
we
Can you
can't
roll
more
3
than 2
science die?
science die?
Oh, you're right. Sorry, my bad.
You got to roll
Yeah,
a
someone's
wild
gotta
to get
do-
that.
Dustin's got double wild, so that can help.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking about rolling hard.
Okay.
Well, that's what. So what Eric's asking you, Dustin, is if you want to roll one of his science and not spend one of your tiles.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that. So I'm gonna roll 2 greens and a blue. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I roll? All right. Don't go off the edge.
2 biffs,
Are you
One
fucking
science.
serious?
3
Ah!
biffs, 1 science.
Can I-
Hey, yeah.
Eric can re-roll. Wait. Let him spend that in a minute. Let's see what Dustin's next move is gonna be.
Wait, no, but
I
but,
don't
but this
have
is on
another
this
move.
check.
Yeah.
I say spend it on this check because then there's a chance
okay.
of
Yeah,
still
yeah.
passing it.
Yeah, we can still
Yeah.
get the check. Okay,
Okay.
using it. I'm gonna re-roll these 3. Okay,
You
that's
passed
fine.
it.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah. 1 biff, but you
That's
got.
fine. That's
no,
fine.
we got this, which is great.
Actually, yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
perfect. Now I can keep going.
And now you can teleport to the DeLorean if you wanted
I
to.
can.
Actually,
and I got some
wait.
speed.
Wait.
Oh,
You should
Yeah, oh, yeah.
move.
You
and
should
get
move
out of
Lorraine.
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, so I'm gonna go through the science to go 1, 2, 3. And then I'm gonna get rid of this guy. 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
Just get her away
James, girl,
from
come
Biff.
check out my house.
And then I'm gonna do
Quick, Lorraine, come in here.
There's-
Calvin needs help.
Yeah.
Kyle's hat
He's
is
in the back
disappearing
room.
a la the photo in 1955.
cool. So I'm gonna
Wild.
speed it into the garage.
And we're ready to
Nice.
keep moving because we already got all the parts.
Boom. Yeah, we are. So I'm gonna roll.
And that was 2. Oh, I guess you didn't.
No, you used
Yeah.
this one, right?
Yeah.
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 Cool.
Okay, so then I'm gonna use this one.
Come on.
Nice.
2 speeds.
2 and a biff. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, that's all right.
1, 2.
Beautiful.
All right.
And
We're
then I'm gonna spin this to go here. Okay. And that's
Okay.
my turn.
my turn, but we got to do this first.
Did you move Biff?
Oh, right. How many biffs did you have?
Ye-
2?
He had.
Oh,
2.
2.
He goes up
biffs.
to join George then.
What's your movement?
Let's find out.
Marty.
Move Lorraine counterclockwise 2 spaces,
Double biff.
and a double biff is not good.
Oh, and she
Oh.
moved into the school. She moved into the
Yeah.
school.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Roll
which
double.
means we
double
roll
hearts.
2 hearts.
Yeah, roll 2
One
hearts.
for each biff rolled.
We gotta get some love.
Ah, that didn't
Yeah,
roll.
we do.
That's not a roll.
Please don't do that. Please don't drop. Oh, come on.
That last
Go
one
back
was a
down to
roll.
3.
That last one was totally a roll.
Oh, no.
We gotta get some love going.
We really
I'm-
need to get some love going.
Yeah.
All right, you
try
three
it.
focus up on this love meter. I'm gonna focus on the DeLorean. I don't think
Yeah.
I need help with the DeLorean anymore.
No, I think the DeLorean's in good shape. Oh, God. Okay.
I need you to beat the shit out of Biff.
Marty.
You said movement's orthogonal, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can go straight up.
Uh,
You trying to get him out of there?
well, yeah, but if I drag him into the parking lot to take him towards
Yeah.
Lorraine, that's bad news. So I'm thinking I'm going to spend 2 powers moving, 1 to get to Lorraine.
No.
Oh, no.
You can move up to the town square or to the clock tower, grab George, and move him to the north shops, and then you could spend your power to move
yeah.
Lorraine to.
moves 2 for you.
Oh, that's a good plan.
That's a good idea. Thank you, Eric.
Okay.
Because you can call her to you.
I'll spend
I don't think I had
this
enough
power
opportunity to
doing
bark
that.
last
1,
turn.
2, and 3.
No, I don't think he did.
Power pulls Lorraine over here.
Nice. That's the power of love. You should roll 2 science dice. For wild. No.
Sure.
Maybe a heart. Maybe use your mystery heart and then roll a science. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, maybe I might as well roll both, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a wild.
3.
That's 3.
Boop, boop, boop.
Get that back up to 6.
That's good. That's good. And you don't have any biffs active yet, so you're good there.
You
Very
could
good.
go in there and try and punch him. I would highly recommend that.
Punch a
Or
move.
Punch up.
I could. Let me think.
Because you can only drag 1, so.
Yeah, I know. The only other thing I could do is spend them both, moving them 1 more space away from him.
Yeah.
Well, no, you can only move one of them.
That's what I mean. I would spend 1 power dragging one space, dropping them and moving back 1. Spend another 1, drag 1 space.
What?
I don't
Oh, I see what
hate
you
that
mean.
idea.
That's
yeah.
actually good. Yeah, because you can.
Yeah, I don't
move
hate
back
that.
and forth. That's a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because so if I use those powers both
Yeah.
to move
Do it
back
in
and
turn
forth.
order for the audience. Do it in turn
Okay,
order. for the
okay.
audience. Act it out.
All
Tell us
right.
what's happening here?
So I have 2 abilities. I use 1 to drag Lorraine up here, and then move back.
That's 1 move. 2
Yeah.
moves.
Oh, hey, look, 3 moves,
3 moves.
all on 1
Nice.
thing.
So
Yeah,
you
and
actually
then
only
you
spent
could-
1 tile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You could
So-
do it
and
again.
then you can do it again.
I'm
Yeah, I
gonna
would
do it again. Get him away. So 1 move, 2 moves, 3 moves. Get him away from Biff.
Nice, nice, nice.
No Biff activations on the end of my turn.
That was a
Nope.
good round.
But now we get a new trouble. Level 3. What do we got? Ooh, gang prank calls Lorraine. Move George and Lorraine to their respective houses. They cannot be escorted or moved by movement cards.
George goes back
Okay.
over here
By the movement
No.
card.
And then this goes down here.
to Lorraine's house.
Yeah, this goes to.
Ooh. Oh.
So
We
they-
gotta clear that.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'll probably work on that. And then draw a movement card, see if we get any biffs. Okay. No, they can't move because of this, but
No.
Biff doesn't move. So that's good.
Oh,
All right.
man.
I don't have a lot of
I know, Kyle.
I don't have any science. This is a problem.
Science!
I don't have the
Kyle can
science.
spend his science when you get down there.
I got
True.
science too, and I'm gonna come over.
Yeah, but that doesn't help me on my turn. 1, 2, 3. All right. So, can I have a science, Kyle?
Yeah.
All right.
And if Kyle has to, he can spend his wild. I'm just
Oh yeah, I could.
volunteering all
Yeah,
of
I could
Kyle's
use this
tiles.
one for you too if this doesn't work out.
Wild Biff.
And you can't re-roll the biff.
No.
I could toss this one to you to roll another science.
I don't.
It wasn't part of the
Yeah, I don't think
initial.
you can do it that way.
Oh, you can't.
Yeah, I think for the challenge you have to roll everything in the one go.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I am going to. If I re-roll these, there's a chance I can get a double heart and a wild, and that would be enough.
That's true. Wait, do you have to re-roll both of them? Could you just re-roll one? Because there was already a wild.
That is true.
Yeah. You can roll as many as you want, any amount.
Wild.
Keep trying. Come on, come on.
Biff.
No! Ah!
Oh, I hate Biff so much. So
All
much.
right. All right. Does anyone need to move?
Yeah, you could. Oh, you could have moved Doc.
Oh yeah, I
Into
could have
your
moved.
square.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't think about
That's
that.
true.
I
Yeah.
could give you
Uh,
so many dice.
But if you want, does anyone feel like should I move Einstein into my square just so that
Yeah,
you
go
can
ahead
do
and
the
move me
check?
down there.
Yeah.
I'll do the check.
And then I got a fight die, and I got nothing for it.
I think we're gonna lose on the damn love meter.
Okay.
We're not gonna lose next round.
Yeah.
No.
S-
It's
We
true.
might lose
So-
on the very last turn.
It's the end of my turn. 2 Biff activations. Okay. It's your turn now.
Okay.
Pro-
So the nice thing is I have the video recorder now, so I can redo my failed challenge.
okay.
So turn tracker moves up. We do
Oh
2
yeah.
love meter checks.
2 checks. Uh-oh.
Hey, I wanted to remove. mine.
Marty's gone now.
Yeah, you can't actually play anymore.
Yeah. Oh, and 2 movements.
Two
We do
movements.
2 movements. Oh, I'm on the wrong
this
thing.
could.
First movement. What happens? Oh, they can't move.
It's just Biff.
Great.
Biff gets
Biff
2.
moves twice.
1
Yeah.
love meter.
Now another one.
Please not more Biff. Okay, at least it's only
One.
one.
More Biff.
Ugh.
Now
More
we're back
biffs,
to
more
what,
biffs.
4? Okay. Now I can go.
We're running out of time.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I know. We're in trouble. We're in a little trouble.
We were doing so good. It's this love.
Kyle,
Love's hard, man.
What?
can I borrow a heart?
Sure.
Oh,
You
first
should
of all, here's a
push
good
Biff
news.
away.
Yeah, bark, bark.
Bark, bark.
That's good.
Bark, bark.
Yeah, you can borrow a heart.
Him that, yeah. All right.
Wait,
so
do
I
you want to
got-
roll more dice on this to have a better chance of passing?
What? You
Like,
want me to like roll a whole bunch?
what
guess
if
then
I?
can redo after a failed
It-
trouble or opportunity exhausts this item to refresh all P tiles exhausted in that attempt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
and I
what
can
if I
also-
throw you?
Yeah.
What if I throw you a wild that you spend as a science?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then if you get any Biffs, I can re-roll those for you.
Like,
like
so
that.
I roll
Teamwork.
2.
yeah, like
Who is
still
it?
Oh, but
still
yeah,
spend
okay.
your science, but yeah, like roll that.
Okay.
Because that way, if you end up needing it, I can spend this.
Right. All right. Are we good with this check? And I have
Yeah.
double
And you have the
wilds,
double
so-
wild. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. I'm a little nervous, I'll be honest.
Me too.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
You're really
Biff,
bad at
Biff,
dice.
Biff.
Oh
Biff,
my
biff, biff,
god.
biff, 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 biff.
No,
I gotta reroll Biff. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
yeah,
I'm
he's
gonna
got
do it
he's
for
got that.
this. Should I waste? Let's do the camera.
Well,
I get to redo it.
You just hold on.
I don't think
Oh,
that
you in all of them.
does that. I don't think that undoes the roll results though.
What?
I think those biffs still hold. After a failed
Refresh
trouble or
all
opportunity
these
challenge, exhaust this item to refresh all power tiles exhausted in that attempt.
Yeah, it would.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So,
So the
So
biffs
do the
would
I
stay.
say
reroll.
finish the reroll on the biffs. You had one wild on the green, I think.
No, it was one.
No, it was a science.
It was one science,
and
okay.
3 biffs.
Okay,
this
so
here?
reroll the 3 biffs, spend that, yeah, and then you can do the video recorder after this,
Stop- no, no.
regardless.
I
if you
know.
fail.
I keep highlighting too many for some reason. Okay,
That's how you
much
do it.
better.
There we
much
go.
that's much
Better.
better.
There we go.
So, but Kyle still has to spend his extra one, unfortunately. Oh no, he doesn't.
I don't have to
need
spend
that.
No, he doesn't.
Because you got
I
that.
don't need wilds. Yeah, I'm confused what I was doing. Sorry.
Yeah, good.
Cool. I cleared it and I get a power tile. Jeez, that was a rough one.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
It's hard because like I've been working so much on love, I don't have any powers.
Yeah, sorry, we've kind of forced you into that role. Hey, they can move now.
Yeah.
Which they need to do,
Yeah, so
because we've
I'm
really got
gonna-
to be moving that meter up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do.
Spend a speed moving Lorraine, I think. Over to George's place.
Yes, good idea.
You keep trying to stack him on top of the DeLorean.
I didn't see the DeLorean, to be honest. I
Hey
was like,
Lorraine,
"Where's
check out this
Paul?"
car.
Roof, roof. Roof, roof.
And then move the DeLorean.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I'll use my other speed to move the DeLorean.
Wild, sure.
Should I double it?
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
As well.
Why is the DeLorean green?
So it's
So we can
easier to
see it.
see.
Yeah.
So we can see it.
Okay.
Does that key out on your screen, Kyle?
No, I don't
Oh.
have a color key on that source.
I changed it to white.
And I'm gonna
That's
roll
better.
a fight dice as a love.
Yes,
dice.
do that.
I like
Yes.
it.
Yes.
I like it.
Bah!
15.
Okay.
Boofed it.
Well, that got spent.
I keep trying to flip it, and someone else is flipping it.
You could do the trick I did and move them both one space away.
You want me to do that? Move him to Doc's house?
I don't know.
Then they're on the opposite side from him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like it.
I'm fine with that.
Roof, roof. Oh,
What?
I'm trying to remember. So, because we re-rolled the Biff, it's not a failed. It wasn't a failed challenge, so I can't use the video.
Correct.
recorder.
We passed
Correct.
that challenge.
Yeah.
Now you have to discard one of your powers, right?
Yeah, I gotta decide which one I want.
1, 2,
So the
3,
new one I
4.
got
1,
is a
2, 3.
Fight or that.
So he
Replace
actually
one of
Biff's gonna
these.
go to the clock tower.
Yeah.
So Biff goes to the clock tower because it's technically faster than.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm doing my turn tracker, and it's 2 movement cards. First one, move George counterclockwise 2,
No.
and move Lorraine clockwise 1.
Oh. I don't like
I
it.
just don't want to boink.
Move Lorraine to Lorraine's house, and a Biff.
Oh
Oh,
no.
Moves in here.
George. Okay.
Nobody has a power to move George, do they?
No.
No,
Damn.
just the normal ways.
All right. I'm going to roll
we going?
one movement die. I'm trying to complete this thing real quick. Cool. That'll do it.
Nice. Get the binoculars.
Opportunity.
I grabbed
Oh,
them and
wait,
put them in my hand.
Don't the binoculars let you move, George? No, that's not what they do.
No, whenever he draws
Thanks,
a
Alex.
power tile,
2 tiles.
he gets on his next
That's
turn.
cool.
Once, yeah, you get to pick
Cool.
this card.
I don't.
Oh, you
Is
don't
he
have
gonna?
to
He's
discard,
not
you
gonna
get to
have a
keep
next
it.
turn. I think that was a waste, Dustin.
What was?
Picking
Oh,
up
I'm
those
not?
binoculars.
Oh, I'm not.
But you can, if you can move George into the high school, you can try and get the notebook, and then maybe move him around.
What does that do? You can
No, it
move him
won't work.
towards you. That doesn't
Because that's
help.
the whole thing is the items come in expired. They don't work on the same turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think opportunities are a waste at this point.
Okay. Yeah. So what we need to do is just move George. So you have to
Either
go
way,
over there,
yeah,
grab him,
we're
and
out
pull
there.
him out.
George's house.
1, 2, 3. And then we'll do 1, 2, 3.
Oh, good. We got a buff.
We got a
coming
buff
in.
on this.
We're gonna need it.
We are really
We didn't
gonna
make
need it.
I don't think we can make it at this point.
I don't know. I don't think we can either.
1, 2.
We're real close on the DeLorean.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
just got to get the love up. So we just got to focus on keeping Biff away and getting the love up.
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna go hard on my roll here. So we're gonna do.
Oh, you got double hearts. You can.
You
do,
got
right?
me and Jennifer in the space with you. I've already
Yeah.
spent so many of my powers though.
Yeah, but I
Right.
can re-roll your Biffs on this check.
2.
Maybe
Oh,
you'll
yeah,
get
so go
lucky,
crazy.
Kyle, and the buff. You'll get a buff, and it says it's the one where you get to refresh your tiles.
I'm gonna do this roll first, and then so next roll I can roll 2 yellows. Otherwise, I would lose a yellow in that process.
Yeah. Okay.
Hearts, hearts, hearts. Okay,
All
Three
Yeah.
wild.
so
yeah,
I'm gonna
use that.
use this.
Yeah.
So I get 2, 4, 6 hearts.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't. Just call me the love maker.
Nice. Dustin saved us.
We're up to 10.
6.
We got a
Up to
chance.
10.
We have a
Woo!
chance.
So we just
Alright,
have to
that
move
was
the
easy.
DeLorean.
One.
One space and
One
get that love meter
space.
up 3 more. And
Okay,
keep
keep
Biff
it
away.
Up the. Yeah.
So I'm gonna use my teleport to the DeLorean, and then I'm gonna roll 2 speeds.
Nice.
No biffs.
You got 1 Biff.
Damn
One
it.
biff.
Got 1 biff, but I
He
got
moves
2
two, so
DeLoreans.
we're good on the DeLorean.
Okay, we set. So it's all about the love now.
Where is the love?
Okay, that's the end of my turn. And 1 biff activation.
He's gonna go clock tower.
Yeah, clock tower.
He's going left.
Okay, let's roll for buff and nerf.
It done. Boom.
Oh, we're gonna have a very on schedule show today. That's weird.
Dustin
weird.
gets buff number 8.
Oh, cool. Cool. That's
What
what I
is
like to
that
hear.
one?
Love meter
Love
increases
meter
1.
Increases 1.
Oh, that
So
might
I
have
was
saved
supposed
us.
to be the love guru. I was the love
That
guru. How
may
dare
have
you?
saved us.
Turns out Doc was the secret ingredient.
It was.
Yes.
See those clamps?
Oh man.
See, I
Lorraine's into
spent
some
so
weird
much
stuff,
time-
man.
It's not fair. I spent so much time working on love. I have no powers.
You didn't get any upgrades because we
I
made
got
you
nothing.
Go do that. We made you follow them.
You kept-
And then
You
and
kept
then
us
it'd be
alive,
like, I'd be like, oh, you guys can go focus on these things. And you're like, yeah, we're gonna do love too.
You kept us
I moved
alive
the
though.
Car a whole bunch. I focused on the car the first half.
All right, Kyle.
Okay, so first off, I gotta move the turn tracker up. We get a new
Trouble.
trouble.
Let's hope this trouble is not terrible.
That's the red trouble, right? Level 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, not the red trouble.
Clock tower, tree branch breaks. That's a perfect timing.
that's
Once
exactly
per turn
what we-
after resolving the movement cards, roll 2 speed and move the DeLorean back 2 spots for each biff.
Okay. All right. This goes on the clock
And you're
tower.
doing 2 movements. You're doing 2 movements.
Oh, shit.
So we could
We
lose
could
a
still
lot of
lose on the
DeLorean stuff.
DeLorean.
Who's
Okay, 2 movements.
Okay.
God?
Oh God.
That's
Okay, so
horrible.
here's the first movement
Why?
card. Move Lorraine 1 clockwise space.
Biff moves twice.
Biff moves twice, so he's in the space with her now.
Yeah.
Then we roll
Now
the
roll
2
yeah,
speeds.
2 speeds. Roll 2 speeds. Kyle, you got a mission here.
1.
Okay, so DeLorean moves back 1.
Okay, good. We got a little leeway. That's fine. That's fine. It's still good. It's still
1
good.
more movement card.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Lorraine goes where?
Counterclockwise 3
counterclockwise.
spaces.
Oh, thank gosh.
And Biff moves 1.
So he
Into
moves
So we
into
have to
George.
roll these again.
And then we got to roll for
Then
that
we go roll 2 more
DeLorean
yellow.
again.
We could lose 2 spaces.
1.
That's
Damn
one.
it. Okay.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
I'm
It's
not
fine.
gonna have another turn, so
Neither am I.
It's
we
fine.
got one. We gotta get 2 love and 1 fucking DeLorean space, guys. That's it. That's all
On-
we got.
On my 3 powers and Eric's 6
Yes.
is what we
yes.
have to do that with.
Yep.
He's got to reroll all Biffs. He's good.
Yeah.
He's in the space with George. You are too.
So, God in heaven. Okay, I think I'm going to spend this, because it's useless to me, moving George over to Lorraine. And
Wait, how many? That's only 2.
that's 2. I'm thinking I come
We
back
need-
1
Yeah, come
and
back.
Yes,
roll,
and
a,
the
roll a
DeLorean.
speed for the DeLorean.
Yeah.
Did I get it?
Oh, thank
2
God.
I got it. Okay.
Yes.
So that goes back where
Goes
it
back to
was.
Where it was.
Cool.
Now move back and try and get wild,
Or punch him.
or move forward and try
You
and
could-
knock him out.
Yeah, that's
You
That
gotta
might be
spend 1
better.
to move. And
yeah, this is yeah.
Because what's going to happen after this? Oh, we're going to lose. If I don't, I got to go for the heart.
you gotta
Yeah.
do.
I got to
a
go
love
for the heart,
check.
because otherwise we're going to lose on the
Yeah, you're right.
photo.
You can't do it. You can't. We already lost.
Oh no, because I only get 1. Okay, hold on. Let me redo that with that in mind. Let me see if there's
Oh,
a
you-
way.
Where did you? Who did we move? Lorraine or George?
I moved
George.
George.
Well, what if you don't do that and you
What if I
move Lorraine to you?
instead? Yeah. Okay.
Roll-
so
roll the tape.
hold on. Let
Roll
me
that-
read.
Roll back
Reroll.
that beautiful beat.
Let's go backwards in time. Let's go back in time here. What did
You
I use?
gotta
I used that
Back in
and
time.
that. Okay. So taking this back.
Yeah, we're
and
here.
bearing
You
that
could
in
bring
mind-
Lorraine in
Let's
You need
pull
to bring-
Lorraine over here
and use Eric's time.
and use Eric's
Yeah.
hearts.
You
right?
have to roll at least 1 on yours.
Oh, I have to roll 1? Okay.
Yeah, you can't only use your assist.
Well then I'm gonna roll
Do
a
the fight.
combat. Yeah, because I don't. Yeah. This is still on a love check, so the combat's not gonna help me beat Biff back or anything.
No,
No.
but you could get enough love points to not lose us. Which
Oh,
Oh,
God in heaven!
shit.
Wait,
Okay.
wait.
We're in the- it's fine.
Wait,
That's fine.
re-roll those fucking Biff.
Great.
We're in. The good news is we're in the positive.
Oh,
thank
nice.
God.
So we move up
4,
1 more, so we're
2,
maxed out,
3,
right?
4. We're maxed out on the
maxed
love
it.
meter. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So we just have to get the DeLorean now.
We got this. We got this.
We just have to get the DeLorean and probably knock Biff out here.
You
Yeah,
can't
I would.
swing at Biff real quick, and then use your last 2 to move and move the DeLorean. And then Eric will pick up whatever we need.
That's my thinking.
I like it. I like it.
I mean, there's not really anything else you can do.
Yeah.
Where am I? Oh, I'm stuck over there.
Is there any reason to ask Eric to give me his combat die on this roll too?
No, save everything Eric's got in case.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing. I will probably move Doc into my thing just so I can use your dice for
Oh, that's
whatever
a
I
good
need to
idea.
finish off.
Yeah, because you can move.
But you still
oh,
have
yeah,
to
I
have
can't
stuff of
get
your
there.
own to roll.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's why we need him to keep.
Yeah,
some
so
Kyle.
just keep his stuff and just roll yours, Kyle.
Okay.
So Kyle's rolling a fight. Knock him out.
Wild, that's good enough.
Good job.
And then I'll use that to move over here. Use my science. Come on, baby.
He already did that. He moved it too. Remember?
I got
sweet.
2!
Nice.
Yes!
Time stays true. Time
Yes!
Stays true.
Whew!
Okay.
We just pulled off the slimmest
gonna-
margins of our time.
Okay.
heist here.
Okay.
There's no biffs. I didn't have any biffs
Love
because
checks.
of
We're good.
Eric's
Yeah,
reroll on
we
the
don't
biffs.
lose the last photo section.
Oh, thank God.
Thankfully.
Here's the issue.
We got 2
That's-
movements. And we've got that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got the thing at the clock tower
Should
still.
I have given you my... No, wait. Oh, hold up. Okay.
Oh, yeah. So we could do that, but depending on where
Well,
it ends
wait.
up at, Eric can.
1 biff.
So he stands back up. Last movement card.
Roll the 2.
Oh,
Hold
right.
on.
Yeah, we got to do that first.
Move
Okay.
back 1.
One
Okay.
more movement. One more movement. Oh,
Last
that's all
bit.
of them.
Lorraine moves clockwise 3 spaces.
They don't have to
And then
end on the
biff.
same space as each other, do they?
And then
No.
I'll lower the love meter 1. We're still in the good section. Now roll those 2. Let's see where the DeLorean ends up at.
Final challenge.
Nowhere.
DeLorean's
Oh,
good.
Fine.
We're
We
good.
won.
Okay. Now on my turn, I do nothing because
You don't
why
wanna do it.
bother?
Because why risk
Yeah.
anything? Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
You could murder Biff.
you're right.
Just stab him. Just
Well,
shake
if
him
I get a
little bit.
biff,
Right.
That's
Right.
the thing. If you get a
You could-
biff,
Yeah.
then well, no, because we're still
I'm
we
gonna-
got 2 spaces to
I'm
spare.
gonna move.
Doc,
Oh yeah, I'm gonna move Doc to me.
and then fight him.
I'm gonna punch Biff. Can I use your die too?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Wilds
Two
are now
dice?
double, too.
2 dice could be bad.
Okay.
But he's out
So-
twice.
Yeah, buddy.
Good.
Yeah.
Knock- So he can't.
You
that
didn't
Biff
have to
doesn't
use the
do
wild,
anything.
Dustin. You can use.
Yeah.
We've been playing that you can use that retroactively.
Okay. Then
don't
I'm
know if
going
that's
to take
accurate.
George and Lorraine.
That is
Or
how
I'm-
you can do it. You can choose.
I'm gonna
to
take
use-
George and Lorraine. We're gonna go visit the clock tower.
Uh-huh.
Just cause it's nice.
Wouldn't it be
why'd you
funny if it
flip me?
says can't complete game unless if this trouble's out?
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Then I'm going to end my turn.
Perfect.
Perfect.
All right, I'm gonna move the turn tracker up 1, and I'm going to call Biff into here. No,
And we did
we
it.
did it.
Lightning just hit right here. And it goes...
Yeah,
That
Doc
was
was
good.
right there.
Oh, Marty
Okay.
wasn't in the DeLorean. That's
Yeah.
we
We sent it back. We didn't.
we forgot
but-
something.
Wait, bring it back, and we'll stack Marty.
No, Biff's unconscious corpse is in it.
Yeah.
This is the wrong timeline. He wakes up in 1985.
We missed the trouble card.
Congratulations, guys.
Did it. That was super fucking
That was
close.
so close. So
I think
close.
This game is. Oh, cool. They stuck. Oh, you locked it.
Yeah, I left them on there.
This
Uh,
game's great.
This is very
Oh,
well
okay.
balanced.
Yeah.
it is.
I
I didn't feel at any point like we couldn't win, but I got scared for a little
Mhm.
bit. But
Right.
we totally pulled it off.
I wonder a little bit about the replayability on it.
Well, you're gonna. Well, here we have 13 powers we didn't even get to. Start looking at those.
True.
A bunch of different troubles, so that could change stuff up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't,
Like you're doing the same things and like
we
stuff's
barely
in the
touched
same
the
spots, but
opportunities.
What are you guys talking? People are saying we forgot about the trouble card. I don't think we
what
did.
about it? Once
It's
per
there.
turn,
We rolled-
after
that was
resolving a
once-
movement card.
Yeah, that's after resolving movement cards. There were no movement
and we
cards
did
on that
that.
last turn.
Nope.
Yeah, the last turn is
We did
just,
that.
Is just
Yeah. If you
moving
survive
forward.
this, you win.
And the DeLorean was in the last 3 spaces. These are the it was here, so that counts.
Yeah, you
Totally
can have
count.
it.
The turn before you moved it once. Yeah, we only rolled 1 biff.
Yeah. I rolled twice and only once was a biff.
Oh, the card says the DeLorean moves back 2 spots for each biff rolled.
Okay. Well
That's what they're calling.
then instead. Okay, and then instead of that, here, I then
Well,
when,
but we wasted your turn. Yeah, you could have. Yeah.
there you
There
go.
you
I
go.
rolled the DeLorean.
Yeah.
Instead of moving
So we
them,
would
I
have.
did
We
that.
still.
Then.
I think we're still okay.
Yeah, he spent his speed tile to go move backwards and move the DeLorean forwards. 'Cause
Right.
the DeLorean moving 2 back would have been at Lou's Cafe, so it's
Right.
totally. He just,
It still
Yeah.
was. It was still within the realm of reason that we could have that we did it.
So you can
We
see.
did it.
I flipped over all the other power tiles, so we didn't even get to the ones. There's a
Oh.
couple with no dice that you
It-
can move.
Yeah, but
And-
we only had to do it once, not
Yeah,
every time we did
Thank
a
you,
move card.
scenario, because we did check it after both movement cards on both of those turns, and we only
Yeah.
had to do it once.
Ah, yes.
All right.
And you only moved back on the second one, so we had a little timey-wimey stuff in there that we still messed up on.
Yeah, a
It's
couple
fine.
times
We
that we
did
were like,
it.
"Oh wait, I didn't realize that
Yeah,
this was gonna lose."
We
it
did
for
it.
us."
No, shut up. We did it.
Yeah. That's
I
great.
think I shot the cannon while it was falling.
That was good.
I would definitely be up for playing it again, at least one more game. But again, I don't know. I don't know if there's a whole lot of replayability in it.
Yeah. It's fun, like every once in a while, or like with new people.
Yeah. But it was a lot of fun the first playthrough for sure.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
It's a very solid
yeah, but
game.
it's definitely one you could. It's super easy to pick up and explain. I think that you could throw it out at a game night, and everybody knows Back to the Future.
I think-
it's got enough callbacks that it would be fun.
I think it's a nice game if you're trying to introduce people to board games with a little bit more crunch than your traditional board games. Like it's not as crazy as other ones, but it's like
But
it's not.
There are a
there's
lot of mechanics to explain.
So, and then if you look at the turn tracker, you can see it changes. So 4 players, we play out the full turn tracker, but 2 players start
Shorter.
a little bit farther up, and then there's also a 3-player mode over here, which is a little less.
I wonder why that is. Why would
It's less turns?
and I
Yeah, 'cause
wonder why
can't
that
gain
how
as
is that
much.
balanced to be any easier for lesser players?
Well, because the problem with the turn tracker is that every time the turns happen, it radically changes the board state for us, and
Yeah.
like between every turn, Biff and the kids move around a lot. So the love meter changes a lot, where the DeLorean is changed. Like a lot of things on the board state change a lot. So less turns is actually a little easier because then you have more control over where things are.
I guess.
I'm gonna look at some of the trouble cards here that we didn't get to.
I love that. I love some of just how innocent these troubles. Like they egg the house. Oh no! They dropped her.
Can't
They
fight Biff when
disrupt
Strickland's
traffic.
out.
Each Biff moves Biff 1 space towards the DeLorean. If Biff is at the DeLorean's location, each Biff moves the DeLorean back 1 spot.
They put a kick me sign on him.
Oh, the Starlight guitarist cuts his hand. After resolving the movements, roll double. Oh shoot! You flip 1 McFly photo section for each Biff you roll.
That would have killed us.
Faux show.
Yeah, we almost died. A couple
Oh,
times.
it was real close.
We had one photo section left.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like, it's hard to get that up that high. Like, you really are, like, because we were doing pretty decent at first, and then we were, like, stuck at 6, and we couldn't get past the halfway marker for a long time.
Yeah, Arcanum Symphonis did point out that's not that terrifying because you'd have to roll double biffs on 2 dice
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
to lose
I would
a
totally
photo
do that.
section.
I love the artwork in the game. I love
Yeah.
that the rule book is the comic.
Mm-hmm.
Space Zombies from Pluto.
I feel like it should be the almanac. Oh no, that's in the 2. Never mind.
Yeah, that's part 2.
Yeah. I can't wait to the DLC. When
And
we get
didn't you say this was a Funko game?
Yeah. Distributed by Funko. It was created by Prospero Hall.
Yeah, so the same people that made the Pop Funko game and
What? It was
Disney
funny because like
Villainous.
I met them at PAX Unplugged last year, and they were talking about like we are now Funko Games or whatever, but that's like we were a different name before they bought us, and we made a lot of board games. So we're not like yes we are going to be making the Funko game, but we're also making many other games.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and they have
So
the
they-
Universal partnerships because they did the other board game that they did recently. That's not. I don't know if it's distributed by Funko.
Is
but
this
it's
a new
that
one? This coming?
This
Oh yeah, this came out
a
this
couple
year.
months ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
This came out, I think, in March, April, or May.
These guys are one of my favorite developers because Disney Villainous is
Yeah.
a lot of fun with a lot of replayability. The Funko games are really entertaining.
Surprisingly, like really fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was very surprised at how well they worked and how well they integrated like how a character feels. Like every character feels like it's playing the way it's supposed to be.
And it's very unique mechanics for a minis battle game like
Mhm.
that. Because that whole tracker system with the powers and stuff using tokens and
Yeah.
stuff that's
that.
really cool. So I like Prospero Hall a lot, or Funko Games, I guess.
Yeah. They were gonna send us stuff, but then Corona.
They did send us stuff.
No,
Oh,
Kyle
did
has
they?
them all.
I have a
Kyle
big
has them.
Okay.
stack of Funko Games that's just waiting in this closet next to me.
He's
to-
like everything.
Like
I'm excited to try them out.
I know
Yeah.
I know that when we get back to physical gameplay, we're gonna
That's the first thing
we're
we're
gonna
gonna
break
do.
some of those out. But I'm also thinking
yeah.
we're gonna do some giveaways with them too.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
Because I've got a whole bunch of stuff from them. They sent me 2 copies of the Agretzko expansion, which is perfect because Caitlin is the voice of Fenico. They sent me like 6 or 8 characters worth of the Jurassic Park stuff, 6
Nice.
characters worth of Harry Potter, and all 4 of the Golden Girls, the Rick and Morty
Oh, hell yeah.
expandalone. So yeah, like they sent me basically almost everything that they have that they knew we didn't already have.
Yeah, at that point. Ah.
Scared me.
I'll take us back to the tavern.
I broke it.
You did.
I forgot I was hosting. I usually leave the game.
All right.
Cool.
Well played.
That was good. That was fun. I liked
That
it.
was fun.
That's good.
I
I like that game a lot.
Yeah. The thing that I like about those guys and their games is that they come up with mechanics that I have not seen before, really.
Yeah, and they do a good job of making like making the mechanics feel like it's telling the story it wants to tell. Like
Yeah.
and, like the way everyone's moving around and the way all our powers work, like it feels right. It feels
Yeah.
like people who care about the franchise. Like they do a lot of licensed games, but they feel like they understand the license.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
This was a fun game. We should play it in person. I think that's highly possible, Conquiel.
Next year.
Next year.
Ish.
Yeah.
TBD.
Yeah. Well, so
if there are humans
I mean-
left, we will probably play it.
right. I mean, we have bad news, good news on the coronavirus front right now. Bad news being that case counts are
It's-
rapidly increasing.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Didn't we have 160,000 new cases yesterday? And
Yep.
we
And
just
it's-
broke the
it's only-
100,000 mark a week ago.
It's only going to get worse because a lot of people were like, yeah, listen, I know we're in the midst of the worst pandemic of human history, but like,
How are we going
This
to
might be-
celebrate our
this-
colonialism?
yeah, this might be grandma's last Thanksgiving, and
Right.
I want to make sure it is by attending.
Yeah,
But
she
the
could pop up again next year if we're not careful.
on the good
Yeah.
news front, vaccines are progressing possibly even better than the most optimistic scenarios.
Yeah.
yeah,
they-
and
the
by this time
Pfizer-
next year, we're probably going to get started on distribution.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
distribution will come pretty quick. The problem is it won't be to everyone. So I think by like they're gonna the way that they're happy with they say 90%
Efficacy
effectiveness
on the
with,
on the Pfizer vaccine.
vaccine, which is a solid number.
Really
so
solid.
Like, yeah, so they say like 20 million doses by next year, like the start of next year. But most of that's going to be doctors and nurses and like
Right.
people who need it. And then like slowly by maybe the summer, it's a lot more
Yeah.
available. Hopefully.
Yeah. I think the light at the end of the tunnel is probably looking like, assuming there are no unforeseen roadblocks, probably another 6 months, 7 months.
And you know what's the best thing you could do? Stay the fuck inside, wear a mask, and wash your hands. Just because, like, it'll make it go a lot quicker if we stop spreading this fucking virus.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Right.
I don't think that America's capable of that.
No.
No, they won't.
But I am, and I haven't left the house in weeks.
Yeah, like I saw this tweet that someone was like, people are saying they're worried about the lockdown that might be coming. I haven't left my house in 8 months. What the fuck have you all been doing?
Yeah, right? I thought that the lockdown was.
I didn't think the lockdown really ended.
Yeah, I've been quarantining at home since March.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, on that note,
America.
Lockdown does not differ from my pre-COVID life.
Yeah, honestly, it didn't change that much of my daily routine.
I kind of liked lockdown a little bit because I don't like dealing with people.
Anyway,
I just like to walk around the streets and tell people to fuck off if they get too close to me and not be the crazy person.
Yeah. It's really improved my social status.
Anyway, this was fun. I had a lot of fun with this game.
Maybe we can do it again.
You should actually, like, if you like this game, Kyle, you should consider watching the movies. I know you've never seen them and you don't particularly like them, but I think you might enjoy them.
I am
Probably should.
such a fan. I think the Back to the Future trilogy is my favorite trilogy of films.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
That's some big words.
Yeah.
I mean, the prequels are pretty up there.
Right.
Hey, compared to the sequels?
Yeah. He's talking
The
about the
sequels-
prequels to The Lord of the Rings.
The sequels started out so promising and went downhill so fast.
Well, because they never had a direction or an idea,
Right.
and they let everybody change their mind every movie.
Right.
And then the third movie, they let Reddit write it.
Yeah, they did. They did. The second one could have been another Empire if they had just stayed the course. But then with the third movie, they just retconned everything and like, never mind. That didn't happen.
Hey, it's fine. In a few years, Dave Filoni will fix everything.
Yeah.
When
It's
when he replaces
slowly
Kathleen
went
Kennedy
through-
as the head of Lucasfilm.
He went through and using the Clone Wars and Rebels, he was able to fix all of the prequel issues and make
It's true.
a combined story that actually makes sense within George Lucas's original framework of
Right.
his weekend writing of Episode 1.
Right.
It's
Oh,
like
are we
poetry.
shooting on Monday? Oh, I forgot the script. Oh, God. Yeah. So eventually, in a few years, people will fill in the gaps and work very hard to try and explain why the things were the way they were.
Yeah. Explain away all the problems and make it work.
Yeah.
Mandalorian's great.
I'm really digging it.
I love that show. Anyway,
Yeah, I didn't even watch Clone Wars, and I dig it.
It made me start Rebels. I started Rebels this weekend. I'm gonna binge through that 14 hours of series.
I think I watched the first like 6 or 8 episodes or something, but then I kind of stopped watching a lot of TV. So anyway, I think that's it for this week. That was a lot of fun. Before we go, does anybody have anything?
Yes. Today at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is the premiere of my brand new show, New Pantheon Academia, which is a anime like JoJo and Persona inspired RPG where we're a bunch of high school students with weird god personas inside of us that we use to fight monsters.
It's not inspired
should
by
be a
My
lot of fun.
Hero Academia?
No. Well, I mean, I'm sure there's some of that, but it's more
Okay.
like the idea is like we're normal people, but then we have these weird monster gods inside of us that we transform into, like
Gotcha.
Persona and stuff.
All right.
But yeah, that's today, so you can check that out. And we also this Tuesday on Saving Throw Show we are doing a 3-part adventure in the game Good Society, which is basically we play out a Jane Austen novel, and it's going to be very, very silly and fun, just like longingly like staring at each other, which I'm excited for. And you can always follow me on all the social medias at mostly Eric, including Twitch, where I stream during the weekdays.
Nice. Dustin, you got anything for us?
Hey, if you guys are like me, you probably like board games. So do yourself a favor and check out thunkboardgames.com to check out Don't Let It Die and all the other board games that I'm working on. You can play them all on Tabletop Simulator, so give them a try.
Nice.
You know who else likes Thunk games? Yogscast.
They do. They love Thunk board games. They were playing it this morning, and they'll be playing it next week before our show. They get started pretty early because they're in the UK. But if you want to see them play the expansion for Don't Let It Die, check out the Yogscast tabletop streaming next Sunday.
And they're much better at Don't Let It Die than we are.
They're real good. they are the whole thing. It's a whole fun time.
Eric, that hat is having your green screen's having issues with your hat.
It's
just like mine.
It's because AI is saying that's not part of Eric's face.
Because he's using AI to cut out and
Right.
fake a green screen.
Right.
Even though he does have a green screen.
He has a real green screen behind him right now, but that improved the quality of his fake green screen. So
Yeah.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Eric, do you have anything for us?
Yeah, I'm using a fake green screen, guys. Woo!
Is that the RTX stuff?
Yeah. It doesn't work very. It basically would, like, you can see it over my shoulder, kind of freaking out now that I've changed my lighting. It's just the AI is not great without a little backing, but putting the green screen behind me worked.
Right. It compensates for having a less awesome regular green screen.
I
right?
can half-ass my setup, and
Yeah.
it works perfect.
Right.
Yeah. That's how I did it that's why I use RTX voice, so I can half-ass and not have to figure out how noise cancellation works. And here we go.
Nice.
Good to go.
Perfect.
All right. As far as this channel goes, the full schedule is coming up in the chat from Pod153 right now. Next broadcast will be Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. These guys and some other guys play video games together in a show we call the Co-op Quarant Stream. I think we're going to play King Arthur's Gold again because that was a lot of fun. And that game is free to play on Steam. You should go pick it up because it supports up to 32 players. If we get enough of you guys who have it watching, we might do a viewers versus us.
And I might show up this week because I might not. I might not at 2:00 say, you know what, I can get a little high, and then the next thing I know, I've watched a season of Boardwalk Empire, and it's 9:30.
I wondered what happened.
Where you went.
Yeah, I finished season 2 of Boardwalk Empire. I was like, all right. Oh fuck, it's almost 10.
That's Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. On Saturdays,
We would love to have Eric there.
Yeah. On Saturdays at noon Pacific time, I play games pertaining to my voiceover career. Right now, making my way through 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim. Also a very time travel-y game. I am the voice of A. Sekigahara in that game. We're about halfway through, maybe a little further. That's every Saturday at noon Pacific time on twitch.tv/Kyle McCarley. And then the Board and Barrel every Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. We'll be back with something else next week. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. After we take you out of here, we're going to send you on a raid over to Erica Lindbeck, who is chatting about something. I'm sure it's fascinating.
That'll be fun.
Bye-bye!
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Happy birthday, LeVar Burton.